Hey, it's Ross Payton with Role-Playing Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play. We're playing Red Markets, a second edition playtest one-shot, and I don't know what this is called.
I'm calling it Other.
Other.
Yes.
Cool.
Very, very original title.
The title on that's great for SEO purposes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking for that other role. Oh, other role-playing game. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, I'll make it a better title. Other charges as applied.
Ooh.
There we go.
I like that.
Everyone's favorite line item on an invoice. The mystery charges. All right, so I'm running this because I'm still not happy with it, and I'm making more minor iterations and changes to combat, which I won't bore people listening to this with, but we're just going to run a regular job. I have an idea for an enclave that I'm calling High Times. It is like a shitty suburban kid named Kyle sports complex, rock climbing, trampolines, anything that's not like, the Little League baseball team and you need to sign a big waiver and have like a giant subscription fee to go there, of which there are many set up in the Fort Zumwalt area. So right over the line of the Mississippi River where the loss meets the recession. And it's a nice big airplane hangar-sized building with giant skylights that can do a minimum amount of subsistence farming and a lot of combination / rural people looking for desperate shelter and the most awful suburban bastards ever to survive an apocalypse got inside and locked the doors, and they've hated each other for 5 years ever since. So we're going to use the random pre-gens, but everybody introduce yourself and who you're playing for tonight.
Oh. Hey, it's Ross Payton with Role-Playing Public Radio. Check out Role-Playing Public Radio, your podcasting app of choice.
Which you're listening to this on.
Yeah.
Self-plug.
Public Radio.
I haven't heard of this before.
If you're listening to this loudly on a train somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't have object permanence, welcome back to Role-Playing Public
If I could
Radio.
play the Inception sound, I would.
I know would rule if someone was just bumping an AP out of like an old school, like
boombox.
huge boombox.
Not gonna lie, I have played APs in like theatre speaker systems before, and I've been like, the fuck are you listening to? So
The self-plug becomes all the more important.
Yes. Let's just do a podcast that's all plugs. We should do a contest, see how long we can plug. Anyways, I'm playing Smoke, who's a Latent, and he has an axe, a gun, and a dream, and carpet armor. So, deeply, and he wants to protect people and he's a softie. He has compassion as his weakness. So, I give a shit about people. That's
terrible.
Huge mistake.
Yeah, no kidding. So, yeah.
So I'm Maddy. I will be playing Absentee. Their tough spot's post. Their soft spot is no change without blood. I'm gonna take that as like, yeah, you want somebody, you better. Yeah. They do have sympathy for survivor's guilt. So I'm gonna bleed you, steal shit from you, and then feel bad about it. They have a heavy rifle that's long range, so they're a sniper, and some Ubix specs. So, just, vibing, doing their best. Shoot the things over there.
How hard could it be?
Well, it's going to be easy. It's going to be great. It's going to be Cooper County War all over again.
No.
Same team. Yes.
We just can't shoot the rhino, okay?
We just can't shoot the rhino. It'll get
I
mad.
haven't put an exosuit in the rules yet, so my failing.
Getting flashbacks again.
So this is David. I'm playing McStuffins. My weak spot is you need me more than I need you. Soft spot is Hippocratic Oath, because I am the team doctor. And my tough spot is to be discussed later.
Nice.
The mystery. Oh, hey. And this is Aaron. I will be taking the role of Control, Team Techie, by no surprise. The weak spot is Punish the Old Prejudices. Soft spot, Selfless Service, and a Scavenger. And as for equipment, I have everything. A bow, a dog, a drone, the electronics kit, and a partridge in a pear tree.
If you considered a falcon, though, they're very useful.
I would tell you that right now, but the dog didn't get along. So...
There used to be both. And then there was cost cutting.
And then there was a very lovely poultry stuffed dinner.
All right, so we will just get started. We will assume that you've all been working for a certain amount of time. Feel free to bring up previous adventures, and I'll just assume they happened. And we'll just move on from there. But it's another week and you're looking for jobs. So if you want to get out your negotiation sheet, you pull that up. And you were at the prep work phase. So you can use one of the skills on your character sheet to find work. And once you find work, you could either find the competition or find the equilibrium.
Since we're in the enclave, can I use research without having like an internet device?
Yes.
Okay. I will research because all of my non-fighting skills are 1, so it doesn't. Research sounds nicer than coercing. I don't want to like shit, where I eat, start punching people, and I really failed that.
Good job.
All right, I tried.
No will on that one? You're not going to tap a reference?
The reference is still the same as in the playtest campaign?
Yes.
Okay.
It's on that page right there.
Yeah, let's see here. Network equals...
Your network determines the cost. You can contact anybody you want, but you don't know how much it costs until you ask.
Okay, fuck it. Yeah, I'll tap a reference. So, the Latent Fixer, the one... Where did Latents live in the High Times?
They live in the... Where would they live?
The
Would
laser
it be
tag
like
core?
the foam can?
Oh, they're outside. So High Times doesn't really have a fence around its giant area, but they also need the space for fields. Mm-hmm. And they took over the soccer fields and things that were not fenced in by basically enclosing them in a giant array of semi-tractor trailers. Mm-hmm. And so the latents basically live in the out of bounds. They live in the trailers in a giant hallway. Okay. Sort of cut together around the fields of this place.
Okay, that's great.
They don't like it because the Wi-Fi signal's shitty out here.
Oh, yeah.
And other reasons, like
Many
the
other.
Pounding Dead, but mainly the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
You need to drown out the pounding dead.
So the fixer, the person I know, her name is, she's just known as the librarian because her place is as quiet as a library. She somehow got a score of massive amounts of soundproofing material in her semi-truck trailer, and she... somehow wrangles. No one's quite sure exactly everything she does, but she has enough of her own trailer. It's quiet, and so
Does she actually run a library like for the latents? Because they couldn't check out the same books. You get a paper cut.
That's true. She
the
does,
whole
actually.
enclave goes down.
Yeah, you can't do too much reading in there, but she's the person to talk to for work or books.
Yeah. Everyone kind of hates her.
Yeah, everyone resents
The
her.
latents have a better library selection than the people on the inside.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because once it comes in Lane's hands, it's not leaving.
Yeah, they got a copy of the last George R.R. Martin before society collapsed.
Gosh, yeah. She keeps that under lock and key.
Yeah.
You have to read it in her room.
Rented a page at a time.
Yeah, a page at a time. That's how she got so rich. People I don't know how it ends.
I kind of see the books as being the ones that are like chained to the school shelves.
Oh, yeah. And she like...
Oh, yeah, so you enter this carpeted, wonderful...
Soundproof.
It has an AC? Like, the hum in this tractor trailer...
Yeah, the rates for the last Song of Fire and Ice book have really gone up since someone started just making up.
Yeah, there's a guy reading Winds of Winter in a beanbag chair urgently as an armed guard stands over him.
The only clock.
The clock is the only clock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a good worker bee, so let's see here. I make my networking check.
So it will be 2 bounty for this. You willing to pay it?
Yep. Well, can I owe you?
Yeah.
All right. 2 bounty. Yeah.
All right, so the librarian, Smoke, welcome.
Good afternoon. Well, you know us. We're always busy little bees. We're looking for a job. I've heard some of it's nothing that goes through these parts without you hearing one of it.
Well, the book is open 24 hours now, so you could always use people taking another shift on the guard duty,
Right. I was thinking something like, for more of a team thing.
Outside. One of those jobs.
Yeah. I mean, they're more lucrative.
Well, I have heard something, but, maybe spot me a shift or 2 on book guarding duty?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Saga, our queen bee of the HOA here at High Times, she's putting out a call for a team that's willing to do a high-level job for the council.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's a good lead. I'll tell my teammates. Thanks.
Yeah, I hear it's something to do with maybe going over the border.
Oh. Out of character, where is High Times located exactly?
You are in Fort Zumwalt, so it is basically the slightly to the west of where the Illinois River joins and creates the Mississippi.
Oh,
So basically you've got a river that isn't guarded by mines and drones, and then a river that is guarded by mines and drones and walls and stuff. Yeah.
okay.
So it sounds like a smuggling run.
Okay, I'm game. Anyways, I did my part.
I think I would like to find out about the competition. Can I do that with Profession Doctor? During one of my shifts in the
Free clinic?
free clinic, infirmary, because you know that there's going to be some bones that are broken because idiots are still trying to climb that damn rock wall without the ropes.
What ropes? Use them.
Yeah, that works. The only position better for gossip would be like personal trainer, and they're not giving a lot of work nowadays. So yeah, doctors
No one
pick
has
up on
the
all.
calories to burn.
Yeah,
Well, that is a pair of 4s.
that is still a critical success in this version. So excellent job. Yes, you find out that with your critical success, you find out 2 things. So there is another big muckety-muck of the station. He's named Ed. He's a big head of the Truckers Guild. High Times is a sort of last stop-off for nat gas concerns that get basically furloughs to go over the border into the loss. Basically, if you want to gas up and get supplies that you can't get in the recession, you stop here at High Times, and Etta is sort of the pit boss of those drivers that show up here in the union. And he is not only... He is competing for this job, and he is also hiring out a separate job at the same time. So that's what you get for your critical success. Etta is going to send a crew to try and bid for this job, but at the same time, he is offering a separate contract for also a run across the border.
Everyone's making a run for the border.
Yeah.
You know,
Taco Bell's back, baby.
I was about to say we could be Taco Bell and take both of them.
No.
Let's go this way.
He's going to
then
be
we all
really
die.
pissed if we take the contract from him that he's bidding on. He's going to be a real shitty boss about that.
Which makes him different than bosses how?
Because he'll probably, I don't know, he could set us up and ambush us or try and cheat us or any number of things.
Yeah. So in the case while they said that, I'll go ahead and do a glean. So since they probably...
Mechanically, sorry, you would lose how many dice in the undercut?
Since we know.
Yes, he is not a great taper group, but you're going to lose 1 dice in the undercut if you don't.
take
Talk
care
out
of
the
that. So,
competition.
okay. So since I will probably be working on different, that's like basically the riggings for any of the like aeroponic bays or whatnot for the gardens right now, I'll do glean to see what information I can get for the equilibrium on this job if they're talking about.
Work in the hockey field,
Yep.
which hasn't had ice in it for years.
It's fine. It'll be good. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. So that'll be an 11 over 8.
Okay, yeah. So what were you looking for? The equilibrium?
The equilibrium.
Of the job with Saga? Yes. So they are offering currently, it's going to start off with 2 chips.
Okay.
And it is 3 shifts away, so you'd be at 7 dice for 2 chips.
So, not great, but... So
Is that the subcontracting job or the HOA job?
This is the job for the HOA, Saga. She is a big person on the council.
Okay. So we don't know what the subcontracting job is.
No, that is for the trucker guy. His name is Edda.
Yeah.
I will sneak into Trucker Guy's headquarters to see if I can see his like job stuff lying around. What's he planning?
So you want to see his equilibrium?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Like he always goes out for smoke, and by that I mean they found a pack of cigarettes like 2 jobs ago. They've made it last, sharing 1 cigarette between like 7 guys. They go out once every like 2 to 3 days when they've just got the withdrawals happening. They're all like checking in, and like they have to have a majority vote.
I feel at that point
We
you're just prolonging
finally got the
withdrawal.
majority vote.
Addiction edging with the boys.
Yeah. But I think it's the right time to break in.
I like to wait till we all have a headache.
Just quit at that point, dude. You're just making it worse.
9 over 1, yeah.
Yeah, you get in. Edda is... You're looking at the paperwork. He's got maps drawn up. There's a pretty standardized smuggling route between where you're at in High Times and Grafton, or what used to be Grafton before it got turned into a mega structure wall full of drone launch ports and artillery facing what used to be America, where you live. There is sort of a sports field on the far side of the river that they use to basically chopper over rec squad teams and various other DHQS muckety mucks that are doing things in the Lost they shouldn't be doing. And that is where you get most of your smuggling from. Because sometimes they make a drop of special soldiers that's just a bunch of boxes that fell off the back of a truck. And you send them the crypt and everything's fine. So he has basically a big X over that. And he is looking for people. He's not only trying to hire that out, but he's looking to hire a separate crew. And you figure out his equilibrium. And he is offering currently, he has 3 chips for 7 dice, so it is slightly worse price.
Cool.
Slightly worse price, but we wouldn't have to deal with an underbidder.
Yes, it doesn't appear there's competition for this one.
So,
but you haven't researched that, so you wouldn't know.
Right, so we could have competition on that as well.
But it is more chips because he is trying to pay for 2 crews. He's trying to get 1 crew to take the job with Saga in town, and he's trying to get his own crew to do something very similar.
Yeah. So either way, we're smuggling. So we're out of actions, though, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so just choosing
We gotta pick the one we want.
Yeah.
Well, I think the devil we know is better than the devil we don't.
The fact that we know we have competition for that.
Yeah, it's only 1 dice of undercutting.
So, yeah, and we have a chance right now during negotiations for being able to get rid of them, so...
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good to me.
All right, so quick for those who are new to the 2nd edition, the way negotiations work is that when I say dice, I mean literal dice. So you get 4 for having 4 takers. You get 3 for a 3-shift job. And that's where you're at. And then you also have chips, which I don't know how to represent because I didn't bring them with me.
One of those, I think, has some tokens in it.
That works fine. These are not dice. They're just colored bits.
Colored cubes with pips.
Yes, ignore them. Ignore their numbers. They lie.
I
Yes.
see pips, not numbers.
So for every chip, you're at -5 bounty. For every dice, I roll it, you get that many bounty on the dice. So when I make the offer, it'll be the number of dice you manage to add in negotiations minus the number of chips I get to add in negotiations. And it makes a randomly generated number based on what you did for that. The actions are basically the same. So if you manipulate in a scam, you're doing something outside of negotiations to add a chip, add a dice to increase the price. If you do intel, you're learning spots. That's going to be important for the negotiator. And if you're doing sabotage, you're making sure nobody else bids on your fucking job. And there's 2 versions of that. You're only having 1 die of undercut, so it'd be fair trade. You don't have to worry about doing enclave crime. Then the negotiator's going to talk, and I will be in client mode. And then I can either bribe the negotiator by gifting them gear, family favors, or something to add chips. I can banter by mentioning any of your spots in a negative light. And in either of those things, the negotiator's power is to retort. Meaning if I banter and I'm just talking shit, the negotiator can come back and make sure that doesn't add a chip. If I give you something, the chip's always there. We go around the table for everybody gets a scene. Everyone gets a scam. Then we do an offer, meaning I roll the dice. And then the haggling starts. And that's where the negotiator can start using spots to re-roll dice or to remove chips. And then you get a final price of what the job is worth. So no more ladder, no more pushing, no more questions about all those rules I got wrong and wrote wrong. And I'm sorry to everyone forever. It's different now, and we'll hate it for new, exciting reasons. So who wants to go in and chat with Saga?
Probably not the Latent.
I mean, I'm detached in humanity, so probably not me.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I only have 1 really good skill in socials, so go for it.
Okay, so you meet Saga up on the roof. That's where she normally does the work. She is a bit of an obsessive, but has proven so useful over the last 5 years that she's gained a high place on the High Council because she is writing the history of high times on the roof. Imagine like the help people alive inside sign, but in tiny little paint script on white stucco walls in like an endless, crazy graphomania circle around the roof and clear surfaces of this building that she then allows to like freeze and enamel and preserve. And she has actually proven to be quite useful in keeping track of the records of the enclave and things that have happened and the number of people who've lived there. But yeah, she is up there attending her great work as she always does. And
How old is she?
She is in her mid-30s at this point, but, looks older because of the hunch from all of the... Yes.
I don't like this version of House of Leaves.
Wait, yeah,
So I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess archivist.
maybe.
She doesn't like labels, as she labels things obsessively.
She's the labeler, not the label.
Exactly.
Science
That would make
signifier,
her
baby.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You come up there. She's installed like a little customer ding on like the roof access. She turns around. She goes, "Hello, hey."
Hello. I don't mean to interrupt, but I heard that you had a job and you were pushing for a team to do it, and I kind of think that my crew might be good to bid for it.
That is wonderful. I'm glad to have you. Come on up. So she goes over and like very intentionally hits an electronic like lock button on the roof access so no one can come up there. Like, you don't have any Ubix specs on you, do you?
Sadly, I do not, no.
Good. I don't have to confiscate them. All right. Come over here. It's windiest.
Gotcha. I'm going to pick up her pink can.
Oh, no, I can't talk and write at the same time. It's really difficult to compose. So she goes over to like this cornerstone next to this like whipping wind flag as you're up on the roof of this building. Nobody else is up there. It's, whoosh, planes. And she's talking to you. I am very glad to see you took this job. I was concerned I was going to get a lesser crew, and this is a very important task.
Well, from everything that we were hearing, yes.
Now, what I am a little afraid of is this control person you have on your crew, the drones and the electronic surveillance. It's really important that we keep this in-house. I don't really want to see any of this up on Ubik or the internet after things are all done.
Mum's the word. And secrecy is a big piece of the contract. I will make sure that everybody on the team knows that nothing is to be recorded, nothing is to be broadcast, that absolutely none of this is to be shared in any way.
All right, so what skill are you using to convince her of that? She's trying to add a chip by saying, I don't trust the guy covered in electronics to not record this. And you're saying, no, he's good. It's fine.
Deceive.
Deceive, very good. All right.
Yeah.
Everything is on an offsite server. Wink.
It's all on the cloud. And we know how the cloud can just blow away in the wind. Must spend a will to flip that.
Okay, all right. You don't add a chip. Using those will early in the combat test. I like it. All right.
I can get him back.
All right, cool. Now we're on to the scam scene. So any one of you can do one of the scam actions. You can manipulate,
I have an idea. If
find
nobody else wants to
intel,
go.
you can sabotage. Yeah.
Okay. So I could either use... I'd probably coerce would be just like find a latent who knows about Saga and be like, tell me about Saga as I lean in and corner them.
Yeah.
With my strength 3 character. So yeah, just like...
Or even a non-latent.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not going to start.
Tell me about
That's a good way to get
Saga.
all right, yeah.
Tell me about Saga.
Just a little critical fail.
Yeah.
Can derail this thing immediately.
Combat starts immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, straight to the meat of the test. Yeah.
Critical. 2 sixes.
All right, who are you terrifying? Who does Saga let up on the roof to like
Loose lips Linnings.
loose lip sitting? All right.
He's a good snitch.
She really went out on a limb for loose lips Liddy.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
going to regret that.
Yeah. Tell me everything you know about Saga, and we can end this. We can end this as a conversation.
Yeah, so he is not hard to terrify. You really just take him like a mean step towards him, and that's all it takes.
Tell you everything.
Yeah, with a critical success, he gives you 2 spots.
Ooh.
So he used to go up there and help and, decorate and white out areas of the record that had to be changed. Mm-hmm. She basically gets anyone who has good penmanship and some artistic ability to help with her project. But they are not being invited up there hardly at all of late in the past week or so. And she is really frazzled and freaked out about it. So he's figured out 2 things. She needs absolute secrecy for whatever job she is currently doing. And secondly, he suspects it's because of how she is terrified of embarrassment, which is what happens when anybody finds a typo in the things that she is writing down. She does not take it very well psychologically at all. So her weak spot is terrified of embarrassment, and her tough spot needs absolute secrecy.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Should have never trusted Loose Lips Lenny.
Well, she didn't know his nickname.
She apparently believes real obvious lies.
All right, so you're still up on the roof there, and she goes on to continue. Now, you understand that I need some secrecy for this event for a very special reason, and part of that is the payment. And there's an opportunity for someone to perhaps immigrate at the end of this job.
Ooh. That's a pretty big payout.
It's a pretty big payout.
Which is why the secrecy is absolute.
All right. Roll humanity real quick. That's an offer. That's not... So that's self-control check, sorry. Against your stress. It's pretty freaky because you could get out of here if she's not bullshitting. And that would be a bribe.
You must be fucking nice.
Let's see, I'm trying to find where that's at.
That's an adaptation.
It's on the second page.
Oh yeah, I've got the second.
No, it's in the skill list. It's an adaptation, yeah.
Command, well...
Self-control?
Nope.
Command,
Did it
scheme,
get cut?
scavenge, reoffend.
Oh, did I forget how to do that? Oh, it's an adaptation derivative. It's right under ADP. So it's whatever your adaptation number is.
Okay.
It's a base thing now.
Excellent.
Everyone has it now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That goes to the market.
All right, take one to stress, because it's great that one of you gets to leave. Which one is that gonna be? Not a less fun conversation to have.
Also, the team will be one person down, which is good
Yeah.
for those who left it. So,
But that is a bribe. There's no resisting a bribe. If you get the thing, it gets the check. So, all right. Next scene. Who wants to do a scam?
I would like to sabotage. We've established there's no ropes on these walls, but people are climbing them. Well, I'm going to be just like, when no one's around. You know how rock climbing walls, they have those like access points that you can get in and you can like walk behind them?
Yeah.
And you can change rocks and everything like that. Well, I get like halfway up by just like shimmying. And I start using rig to loosen a couple of holds.
So you're going to try and sabotage the team that Edda is using?
Yep.
Okay. What skill is that?
Rig to disassemble, but it looks like it hasn't been way.
So just to be clear, we can't stand it. We know you planned it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Is that a crit fail or a fail?
Just a normal fail.
Yeah, nope. Somebody, as you're, huddled up there in the darkness, you see one of the rocks go ripping out, and the guy goes, "Hey! Someone's messing with the rocks!" And then it's time to leave. That was your attempt to help. So
I tried.
You have not stopped to the undercut.
I consider burning willpower on it.
I hadn't, no.
You could do that.
This is a combat test.
I understand that. Yeah.
Social combat's a thing, so...
All right.
Yeah, social combat's a thing. Let's do it, yeah.
It's going to be a quick combat test.
Yeah.
Why did you let me Ross you in that one?
Yeah, the guy who realized the rocks are falling out, he hits his head real hard and doesn't get to tell anyone.
Yeah, do you just like
Shoot,
kick the wall?
He just doesn't
Like,
realize.
Yeah.
And I put it back so it's a little loose.
Yeah, so they will not be undercutting you then.
Yeah.
Good job.
Later on, I go to the team and it's like, oh, I hear old Willie fell off that wall earlier. I bet you guys can't. Nah, you wouldn't be able to. Just same thing happens.
We'll take care of this one. You make sure Willie gets better. Yeah.
Do I need to set Willie's broken ankle?
Don't worry about it.
If he pays for it. This used to be America. No healthcare is free. All right. So, yeah, you're up at the top. So she says, we've had an unfortunate dealing with a vendor from the recession. And there is quite a bit riding on us managing this dispute in a quiet, rational manner. Because there could be serious consequences if we don't. So I'm a little worried about Absentee. I don't know if you've noticed, they're a little extreme in their methods. I heard them say no change without blood one time. That's not great business practice. We're going to need a mellower approach in order to get this contract fulfilled.
Let me explain something about absentee and secretism. When absentee...
People can't talk if they're dead. Sorry.
If absentee is going to take care of a problem, there's a reason why we say that absentee is our troubleshooter, because when there is trouble, absentee can shoot it from a very long way away. And usually they see it coming way too late to do anything about it. Absentee in the field is absolutely discreet. In fact, they have a nickname. They're called the Wraith.
Okay.
That's deceive.
Is that deceive?
Yeah,
Feels like it.
All right, roll to see if that retort worked.
Nope.
Yeah, Saga goes on to explain, I don't want you to shoot anybody. Not shooting is actually the key. Yeah, very carefully trying to explain, no, don't kill people. I want the opposite of that.
Also, if they have a nickname, they're not really that stealthy, are they? People know enough about them to develop a nickname for them. Like,
All right, so that adds a chip, unless you want to spend a will, but I don't know if you have it to spend.
I do not have it to spend. I only had one to start.
Yes. All right, so you both have scams available to you. So.
Okay. Let's see. I will go ahead and see if we can get an intel and learn another spot on her. In particular, I'm going to go ahead and do...
So remember, spots are re-rolls. They are not adding dice.
Oh, they're not adding dice. Okay, then I'll go... Yeah.
You want to manipulate
I went for
or sabotage?
Oh, manipulate. So, yeah. Well, we already kind of got the sabotage portion.
Yeah, you're already sabotaged. So you can do impel. You can learn a spot.
That's
I just want to make sure
you can also.
That's what I was thinking for learning a spot. So
what's the
which is
one
what
with
I'm
the
doing.
manipulate?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to manipulate. So, no, I would actually like to learn intel because it sounds like she's being pretty squirrely about not wanting to be seen online or anything else. So I want to roll reoffend with any of the criminal elements to see if they've had dealings with her in the past and some reason why she might not want herself on the radar.
Okay. So. Try and learn a third spot.
Exactly. No, that is going to fail, but I will go ahead and spend a will to flip that.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a fast test. All right.
I got two. I got one for the
3.
team.
I'm good.
You got enough for the whole team. I like how I started this. I made combat harder and deadlier. Okay. Let me take these no die points. Won't need those.
But it'd be considered money.
They're just going to weigh us down.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you do that. You have figured out that Saga's recording of everything in her admittedly terrible poetic style comes from a previous life where metrics were everything. She is deeply of the belief that if you have numbers, you can identify trends. And if you have trends, you can know and control the future. So you've got a soft spot there of metrics or magic. You quote a lot of numbers. If somebody's got a graph up there, you can convince them of pretty much anything. Yeah.
Accounting crypto sister. So,
yeah. All right, so you know all of her spots now. So you're going on. This will be the last set scene before you get an offer.
Do I still get a scam? Or?
Yes, you still get a SAM after this. You just haven't used yours yet. But you're up there talking, and she finally goes on to say, the other thing that there's going to be a problem with your friend Smoke. It's a job over the border. They are less woke than we are about certain things. And, inclusion of the infected in society. So we would, that might be an issue for you trying to get over the bridge.
Well, as long as we're not going over the bridge, and as long as it isn't obvious that Smoke is going over, like if we wrap Smoke in enough bandages, like a leper, they'll immediately just think that we've got one of the walking wounded. Not one of the infected.
Okay, roll for it.
We mummify Smoke enough, they won't be able to tell. Nope.
Why is he bleeding black?
It's a leper, get it?
A wounded, you say? Yeah.
He's bitten.
So again, she's like, well, lepers are rather noticeable. Very uncommon nowadays. You would really see one coming. Yeah. So she has added a chip there. All right, you've got a scam. I would definitely do manipulate to get another die on the board.
Yeah, we've got 5 chips against us. We need as many dice as we can
this has
get.
gotten very ugly, yeah.
We didn't have anybody that was really spec'd in negotiation. I have 1 point in each of these.
Yep.
And I'm not a good liar. I'm a liar than I am a
Your
coercion.
profession, or
Yeah, you can use anything you want for a scam as long as you can present a way that it would alter.
Yeah, what are your highest skills?
A research and profession doctor.
I mean, research or profession doctor would be like profession doctor would be a great way to spread gossip. And a way to manipulate the market is to make it seem like it's more expensive to do the thing that we're going to do. It's like, oh yeah, there's cultists or raiders all across this route. It's this area, or
I've healed so many people coming back from these injuries of trying to do this
or
long
research.
It makes takers charge more, and it makes the market more inflated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody that goes that way seems to come back with all of these bullet wounds in the shin for some reason.
The shin bandits. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like people just keep getting shot in the leg over and over and over again. I mean, who does that?
Try my hardest.
I make.
Good. I'm glad that made.
Don't worry, he had a spare will.
All right. There you go. You get a die. All right. So you get the initial offer. Fun with Dice Edition. Let's keep the dice together. So it's 14. A whopping 2. There we go. Up to 16. There we go. Up to 22. Now you're at 27. 36. Minus 25.
You know, we've got 3 spots.
Yeah.
And
Probably-
each spot is a reroll, right?
Yes.
So let's start by re-rolling those 2 ones.
Well, you gotta do your pitch first. So the way it works, Saga comes to you and says, "Best I could do is 11 bounty."
Now, 11 bounty isn't going to pay for any of our expenses or any of that. I mean, I've got charts here and graphs, and I can show you what our expenses look like. And even if we cut out the drones, I've got numbers that can back up I've got numbers, I've got flow charts. Would you like to see the pie chart? I've got it as a graph.
All right, so that triggers 1. So do you want to re-roll or do you want to get rid of a chip?
So yeah, this is where we want to, if we want to go gambling, because the most we could get from a reroll is plus 9 bounty, but removing a chip is a guaranteed 5.
Yeah.
So
Re-rolls are you get advantage on re-rolls now.
right,
So that's a little
I did
different.
see that, but like still,
Yeah.
it's we could roll 2 ones again. We could. It's a net potential of 4 versus a guaranteed, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's your call.
I feel like burn a chip.
Okay. All right. You're currently at 15. Wait, no, you're 16, and you can keep going if you'd like.
So we got 2 more.
And look, you and I both know that the more under wraps that we keep this, the better it's going to be. I can guarantee you that I am a bad, liar. If I say anything about this job, nobody's going to believe a word.
Okay, that's pretty good. What do you want to do? Chip or a reroll?
Let's chip away at the chips again.
Okay. So...
Well, no.
Oh, chips again. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. That's 20, I believe. No, 21.
Now re-roll the 9. Go big!
Reroll the 9.
We can do it.
I'm just gonna tank the team. Fuck you.
The one bounty weekend I was dropping that.
I just want to live. I need to feel something.
I mean, technically, this job is
It's
also
so
worth
long.
60 because it's someone's retirement.
Yeah.
So, if that one person gives us all their gear before they go, we can consider it a lot. Because there's technically only, 3 of us coming back from this. So, if we,
So the more that we get.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have another spot you can play.
There is one more.
Yeah.
And look, we do this. I will make sure that the loudest loudmouth we've got, the biggest embarrassment to this enclave, is going to be the one that goes across that wall. So the person that is going to go away is going to be the one you're worried about the most.
Okay. What do you want to do with that?
What do you guys think? Chip again?
Roll big.
I'm going to leave this one to the group. Aaron, what do you think? Chip or re-roll a 1?
I say reroll the 1.
Yeah, let's gamble.
All right, you're at... I'm taking it out. Reroll those 2. Take the highest. You're at 25 currently.
There's an 8.
All right. So that's going to be quite a bit better than you started off. And you are going to currently be at 32, correct? 25? No, 33, right. Yeah, 33. That is the final offer.
Plus a retirement for someone.
Plus somebody's retirement.
And if somebody dies, that means,
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. One person retires, one person dies.
Okay. I can do, and like she's getting out like a sack of like going through all of these cards. I can do 33. I could do 33. Okay, 33, absolutely. And you have to agree to do it. All right. Once you agree, you're in. Okay.
33 is perfect. We'll do it for 33.
All right. She hands it to you and has a handout. She's waiting for a handshake.
We're going to shake on it. I'm going to go, this conversation never happened. Pocket.
She grabs you and goes, wait, that's not everything. You agreed.
Fuck.
Okay?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We agreed.
Look, you remember that NACA shipment we got last week? The NACA asked for all the truckers, the corpos that come through, the big contracts, the thing that keep us open, right? That's got to be done encrypt. That's all encrypted. That's the only thing that transfers across the border. They don't take our cards or else we don't get them back. They're carried in for the bounty. The census knocks them off the rolls. We can't use the value anymore. It's got to all be encrypted, right? So I had to invoice for crypt, okay? But it was I didn't press the right button. I didn't press the right button, right? It was an open invoice, and so there was a other charges as applied that they added to it, and it's just the entire crypto wallet of the enclave. Roll self-control.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no.
Take 1 distress. You're holding meaningless plastic. You essentially took the dollar value of 1 and set it to 0. But it's okay. It's okay. We can fix it, okay? The only way we have the dealings is because we have an identity over there set up with a local valet. And they do all our crypto training on the recession side where people have rights and legal abilities. All I need is for one of you to go over and take over the identity, and you show up to a court dispute. Ever since the government started backing crypt, they do open disputes, and they can get us our charge back because it's not an invoice, it's just a scam. So you just have to show up to one little court proceeding as the identity, and then if you want to stay over there, that person has papers. We pay for them to have a tent and the local shelter. They're fully legal in the recession. You can have that identity because we can't use it again. But just need someone to take it over, send a dispute, and come back. And I can only send one of you because we only have the one ID. And also I need to make sure that you all don't still go over there and stay because I want to be clear. All your loved ones, pretty much everything here will go down in a matter of days unless we get this fixed. Once everyone realized that there's no backing to the currency, I can't hold this place together. I didn't even write this down. She points at where she's at in this. This has got to be secret. We got to keep this very quiet. Okay.
I know. If this gets out, it will panic everyone.
Yes. So whoever's not going, all their family's probably going to die. But then, so am I too, right? We all are. We're all. But you just gotta go. You gotta show up, and then they cancel the charge, and then we're good.
Easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We can do this. It's gonna be absolutely foolproof.
All right. So here,
Nothing bad is gonna happen.
So yes, she gives you like a special card in like a wallet. She's like, "Don't spend this one. This is it." And it's a temporary ID reissue, DHQS Pat Stone, who has lived in the Grafton car camp for a number of 4 years. The age is middle-aged. The ethnicity was rather not sound. The gender would not say. It is basically a paper-thin identity. But you're going to have to go over there with those papers, prove you're them, claim to have bought hundreds of pounds of natural gas fuel for your car camp, and dispute the charge in order to get the entire crypt wallet of the Enclave back.
I'm so glad I'm not eligible for this.
So I am telling the team.
Do we have to?
Oh, okay.
Once we are outside of the Enclave, it's like, all right, everybody, good news. We got the job. Let's go. I'll tell you on the road.
Amazingly enough, yes.
Nope.
The road again.
That's a lot of stress. That's a stress if you fail that.
Oh, there
Don't control for nothing.
I'm already cracked in trauma.
Being half zombie does that to a man.
What?
Yeah. So one of you has to never come back and retire instantly, leaving your loved ones behind. You can come back, but then you're basically giving up an identity that will have, you will have shown up in court, you would have been photographed as, you would have tons of legitimizing information. So who's going to take that job? It's not going to be Smoke.
Yay!
Oh.
Who's got the highest charisma?
Yeah, I assume if you're going to court, you'd need to be able to talk
Who's
to
going to be
people.
abandoning the most dependents?
That's what I'm saying.
That's going to be a 1, and I have a wife, so no.
I have a mentor and I can glean things. It seems great in court.
Well, you're supposed to, the mentor is supposed to be cool with this. He's just like, yes, you are...
According to Saga, it shouldn't be that hard. The dispute has no invoice. It is just a rank scam, but it's crypt, which means there would be nothing they could do about it. But in the rank of that replacing fiat currency when dollars became only good to start fires with, they did back it up a little bit to say you can't just openly steal from people or the government will shut you down, since it's a military junta. So you got to show up to the military junta, say, I only bought 200,000 cubic pounds of natural gas. I didn't buy all this stuff. And then they give you it back into your wallet and reverse the charge. It doesn't require getting a lawyer. You just have to prove you're a person. Because if they stole from someone in the loss, there are no people in the loss. At least none that count. And so you can't get it back if they stole it from an enclave.
I will put my name in the hat. If anyone else wants to, I will rock, paper, scissors for it.
Don't come.
Listen, I want to get the hell out of here, and I know all of you do as well.
Yeah.
I'm just saying... A lot of you guys have more to lose than I do.
Well, the thing is, I've got kids. And if I go, I can't take my kids with me.
That sucks for you. Guess I'm doing it.
I will back your play 100%.
If you're all right.
What about you?
I have a wife. I'm not leaving her.
Okay. I mean, you could have her smoke.
I have a dog. I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving it.
Your stuff after, right?
Well, yeah, it's...
Stay back!
It's 5 by 5 is fine.
Okay. Well. Hope you don't. Yeah.
How hard could it be?
Probably.
Dispute a charge. I got this.
Probably the hard part is getting there.
Okay, we need to feed you the earpieces so that Doc can actually tell you what.
I got a feeling that getting there is going to be a little difficult. Because if those scammers find out that we're heading to them, they're probably trying to kill us. If I was a scammer, I'd be very concerned about that.
And I think we just need to avoid them then at all costs.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
Plus, I hear there's casualties out there somewhere.
Most likely.
Okay, so the plan is you're going to have to cross at the Illinois River, and then you'll be in a bridge over into a place through Batchtown, and then from there you head southeast into the former sports field / now flood zone that is used to drop people off from helicopters into the recession. From there, the valet that maintains the Pat Stone identity for a fee for the enclave will come pick you up. You'll go to your court case, and then it's up to you to come back or not. Frankly, if you all want to smuggle yourselves as like paperless, no citizens and get conscripted into a DHQS work gang, she does not give a shit as long as the job gets done. She just wants to be very clear, if the job doesn't get done, all your loved ones are likely dead, along with most people in the enclave.
I'm secretly a meat cultist. I'll go over the bush. Cause an outbreak. No. All right. Sounds perfectly clear to me. How close are we to the Illinois River? Is that one leg away?
That'll be your first shift.
Yeah, just walking there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, everyone spend a charge of labor.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. So, people don't go here very often. There are other routes through St. Louis that have been bashed through the hordes, frequent bombing campaigns, but this was a temporary post, so it's not even a bridge that was meant to be standing this long. It is a sort of Army Corps of Engineers, like speed deployed evacuation bridge that was abandoned when they drew down the Mississippi line that people used to pass, and it really shouldn't have been up this long. But who is on point?
Not it.
Who would like to make a glean test today?
I'll go ahead and make a glean test. I'll say that control's on point with Ragsdale. So
is that the dog or the drone?
That's the dog.
Okay.
So.
What's
I have
the
a
drone?
sniper. I feel like I'm at the back.
Oh, what's the drone's name? Oh, it doesn't have a name. It doesn't give it a name to. Let's see.
Doesn't have a name. Aaron, please.
It's starting to early right now. I'll just say it's called Take. So
Take.
Okay.
All right.
because it's take and control. Take control. The joke for the one person. Yeah. Thank you, Maddy. Anywho, roll.
All right, so you're using the drone?
Yes.
Did you spend a charge off of it?
No, not yet. So, can I use that for gleaning? So,
Yeah.
Okay.
If
cool.
it's got that package, I think.
Okay, cool. And then I just roll with command instead for it. So, okay. Yeah, we'll go do that since that's a better roll. Anywho, let's see. Oh, no, I don't think it does because it's just silenced. But.
Well, you can still look through the
Yeah,
camera.
okay, yeah.
So if you find something, you won't be like right next to it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then my
Which is a
index,
bonus
so-
of having a drone.
Yeah. That's a bad roll. So, nope, I see nothing.
Nope.
So, sorry.
Great. Onwards.
All right, you are getting to there. There is this series of like half anchored, half like strapped to trees on either bank, chained together pontoon. Bridges shouldn't wiggle this much. Like, you're not thrilled about walking across it, not to mention, you wouldn't want to drive or anything across it. But you arrive there, and as you all get to the shore and get ready to cross, there is a road sign next to you, like pitted with bullet holes, and you hear a crack, and another one pops up in them. Do any of you have UBIC?
I do.
You're getting a call. Spend a charge to answer it.
I will answer it.
Hold. You need to pay the toll.
And what toll would that be? I'm like looking around at the distance, see if I can see like a scope lens or
Oh
something.
yeah, you see a bunch of people with guns.
Ooh, a bunch, okay.
In the trees across the river.
And what is your toll? We must answer your riddles 3. Get fucked.
You don't talk there. If you want to talk, come to the middle of the bridge. But if you come to the middle of the bridge, you're coming to talk. Send one.
Cool, great. Hang up. These psychos want someone to meet in the middle of the bridge. There's apparently a toll.
I mean, they'll be less likely to shoot me.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Absolutely.
Alright, I go.
So,
Yeah, you go out there.
I'm gonna watch this meeting through the scope of my gun.
I'm going to find something to hunker behind.
So you go out in the middle of this bridge, Smoke. You see a dumpy woman, like a poncho with a rifle and a scar down her face coming at you. And she goes, "Who are you?
Smoke.
Where are you from?"
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters.
High times.
Oh, that's where they bring those trucks in, right?
I don't know. I live in a fucking semi-trailer.
That's what they want you to say. No one takes responsibility anymore. No one wants to take
What
responsibility.
are you talking about?
We have been here since the evacuation, and we were told to wait.
5 years?
Yes. We've been very patient, and we would like to speak to the manager of this evacuation center immediately.
No, I'm honestly impressed. You've been living in the woods out here for 5 years?
Yes, we've had to take care of ourselves. We've had to take care of stuff from the stores. They left us, but they didn't come back.
Okay.
I've lost my children. I've lost my husband. I have complaints about this entire thing and how it was run. And I will speak to your commanding officer.
You want to talk to my commanding officer? Well, I got to come back with something before they'll come out. You know what I mean? Like, what are you even looking for?
We need our evacuations. We need reparations for the suffering we've had, and I need compensation for our time.
Well, why don't you come with us? We're going east anyway.
No. I demand to speak to somebody right now. I will not fall for that again. You don't need to roll glean. These people are insane.
Okay. I'm going to do something really cool. I'm wearing gloves and carpet armor, by the way. I'm just going to grab her and hold her as a hostage. I'm going to spend 2 labor, point her in front of the others, and making sure that I'm not,
This will be a fight check.
Yeah. I'm spending 2 labor on this.
I'm not looking. Please tell me that Smoke's not doing something stupid.
I mean...
Yeah, baby! Like 15 over.
Hell yeah.
All right, you grab her and you get the gun tied up enough to it can't draw on you, and you're holding her hostage. Yeah.
All right, I'm yelling out, "I'm coming over! Everyone, be cool! Put down your weapons! Nobody gets hurt!"
No! Let her go! Like everyone just starts yelling back at you.
Oh, shit.
And just like, "Come on, let's be cool, everyone! Let's just be cool! Come on, put your guns down! No one gets hurt! We're just going by. I'll give you some food. How's that?"
Yeah, there's all this screaming and talking.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna point like this. And
what are you doing back there?
So no change without blood. If I shoot the most aggressive looking one, I get a will.
I'll give you a will for that. You got to spend to shoot him first.
Yeah, I will.
How many are you spending on that?
I'll spend an extra 2. So 1 to shoot and an extra 2. I don't think I have any upgrades on my Ubix to help me. I'm just gonna roll. It's great.
So add your shoot, and
Yep.
you spent 2, so
So
add
it's
another
plus
1.
5. Spend 2, so it's 1?
Oh, you spent... Well, you got to do the toll the roll. Like, you have to shoot 1 bullet to even get your shoot.
Oh, sorry, I spent 3 in total. I
Okay.
spent 1
Yeah,
and then
there
I
you go.
spent-
Then
extra
you're
2.
definitely plus
Yep.
5.
So I've got a plus 5. That still doesn't make it. I shoot, it goes horribly wide, and I yell, "That's a warning shot!"
No. Take your will. Ross is going to need it. All right, so theaters. You are in a theater with the guy who just had a tree turn to mist behind his head, and the other guy on the other end.
armed with an anti-material rifle?
I have a heavy rifle, yeah?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that guy and the other dude on his other side of the bridge is going to both be shooting at you.
Cool.
So that is your theater. You are going to be in a theater with their sniper.
Yep.
And then there are going to be 2 shooters, both aiming at you on the other side. So this is going to be combat. Those are the theaters. So if you want to get out your combat sheet, that might help you. The same split is basically the same. It's a tactic. If you act and...
Brief 3.2.
Yeah. It's a tactic if you planned it. It's a twitch if you didn't plan it. Currently, you only get 1 unless you spend boost, which is that little potential underneath your speed on your character sheet in your main stats page. The number of boost you have will bonus your order roll. It will also let you do a tactic and a twitch like we did normally.
Okay.
But now you have to pay for that. Otherwise, it's either or.
Okay.
If you do a twitch, you're not doing your planned thing. If you do your planned thing, you're not dodging. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so basically, you don't know until I make the order roll what you're going to need to do, and we determined initiative, basically.
Oh, my gun is still loud if that matters.
Oh, it's going to matter. Yeah, so that's the order of operations. So being fired at from a guy on the south side of the river.
And I'm assuming that my bow is very much out of range for what they're...
It is pretty dang out of range, yes.
Is there any cover on the bridge going between us and the edge of the forest?
The bridge and the water itself.
Okay, so there's no other room. So that's going to be really stupid right now. I think this is just going to be athletics, a move room to basically get us far, to basically make as much distance between them as possible so I can use my bow.
So you're trying to get on the bridge.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on the bridge. So
All
I
right.
can...
Use the Latent
Get
as a
within
human
range.
shield.
Okay.
I have a human shield. They're great. I mean, I think. We'll find
All
out.
All right, so that's what you're planning to do. We'll resolve that first. So here's the order roll. What's your speed?
2.
How many rounds can Karen absorb before
You
she
make
falls
it.
to pieces?
You get to do your action. So it's still an action because you're not firing back. They will be able to fire you, but not if you make your move.
Yep.
So how many you spend?
So I already spent the one that I would need to charge, and I will spend 2 extra to give myself a +4 on that.
So roll +4 on your move.
Please. I think that's going to do it. That'll be 13 over 3.
Yeah, one of the pontoon barrels that holds this rickety-ass thing together, stitched up with gunfire as you run across that and sort of hop over to the next floating deck.
And Rags
area.
and I are just kind of crisscrossing
But yeah,
each other. So.
you got your bow, and you will be able to fire at somebody as you're, catching up onto the back of smoke. On the north side you are being fired at by someone on the other side of the river. What are you doing?
Well, I did say I was hunkering down behind something.
Yes. You will not be attacked if you stay hunkering. So, if you would like to just sit there and watch everyone die, that is a free action.
I will take that free action for this round.
Okay.
I mean, is that a self-control check, though?
He seems pretty okay with it.
He seems fine. He doesn't, I'll be honest, he doesn't seem perturbed.
You only have the only medical experience.
That is exactly why I'm waiting. You're going to need a doctor to put you back together after this crazy shit.
What about when it goes through your head?
I would allow a scheme roll since you're just chilling out and surveying the scene and taking your time. So if you have a scheme skill or a reoffense,
I do, in fact, have a scheme skill.
you can roll scheme.
Damn.
That is 12 over 7.
So this thing is moored on both sides of the river to keep it from just floating down with the current of the Illinois River. It's basically a chain of pontoons. If you undo the moorings on your side, it's basically going to flip out and around towards the other shore where it is moored. So you could sort of ride to the other side, holding off on the other end of the pontoons if you could get the stakes up, basically.
I'm going to tell that to Smoke, because Smoke is still on this side of the thing with
Smoke's in the middle.
me. Absentee.
Yeah, I was going to say Smoke's not here.
Smoke's miles away.
Absentee,
grapple.
can you cover me while I pull the bridge?
Well, I was already gonna be shooting, so sure. Wait, pull the bridge. Just question.
No time. I assume you're shooting.
I am definitely shooting.
All right, order roll. I will make it. What's your speed?
3.
That is not making it. You're going to go second.
Hell
so
yeah.
I assume you want to use a twitch instead of...
Being shot.
Yeah, I would like to.
Would you like to use both and shoot back?
Yes, I would.
Then spend one of your boosts.
Yep.
Just mark it in that box somewhere.
Yep.
There you go. All right, so first thing is the twitch to make sure you don't get hit.
Yep.
So that's going to be labor to move.
Alright, so it's 1 to do the action. I'm going to spend an extra 1, so hopefully I don't get shot.
All right, what's your move?
My move is 3. No, my move's 2.
So you're at +3, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be shot.
Okay. 10 to hit location 7.
Yo, yeah, that's fine.
Is that just kill, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there only 10 in the middle now?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So you're dead.
Can I use a will for that? Yeah.
You could use a will to succeed the dodge test. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that will from starting this combat.
I did it. I do like that there's only 10 hitboxes in the middle now.
Yeah. Turns out getting a bullet to the
Organs like
chest
that.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. You spent one, though, so you can still shoot.
Hell yeah, I can. Alright.
Get there, sniper.
There's a slash in the middle of my things here. I assume that's like per clip, or
Let me see.
I just don't want to overspend past that if that matters.
No, it's just to mark what is 5.
Oh, okay, sweet. I just didn't know if that was like
If it's hungry, you just draw
That hunger is
horizontal
2, yeah.
line through all of them, yeah.
cool. Alright, so 1 to spend, 2 extras because I want to shoot good. So yeah, spend 3 in total. Give me a +2. My shoot is 3. It's +5.
Yeah.
I make it.
You make it? That's good.
I do the shoot. Yeah. It was like natural 3 over 1.
Well, we roll damage separately, right? Or do we?
Yeah, we can roll separate damage. Yeah.
Okay.
But you have kill and stun, so double your black, basically.
Okay.
To whatever location it hits.
That's a 10 to 1.
So oddly enough, you blow his leg off and away. So he's going to be dead in roughly 20 to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did not spend a will. Good job.
That's a whole lot of blood pouring out at once.
Yay!
All right, there is a woman thrashing in your hands and 2 guys bearing down to shoot on you.
Okay.
What are you planning to do if you make your order roll?
Coerce, point a gun to her head, stop or shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
A very important order roll. What's your speed?
It is a 3.
Okay. You are not going first. That's tied.
I will spend a will to go first.
Oh, I don't think you can spend will in
I
order
can't?
rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can, but so there's no. I can't spend. Can I spend boost to go first? Or no?
You can spend boost to twitch and then do an action.
Okay.
But you could do a different action than coerce because that's not going to work. They're going to shoot.
Okay. I guess I'll. What would be using her as a human shield while they shoot at me?
They get any hit other than location 10,
Yeah.
and then you will have done it. You already fought her. She is a human shield.
Yeah.
You've achieved that.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll just take the shots then. I can't dodge with her holding her, right?
I mean, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
You still have 1 twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try and dodge at least one of them.
Okay. So roll labor.
Yeah, we'll move, right? But I spend 1 labor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend extra because
Labor is any physical action.
I got to ration these.
Yeah.
Critical fail. I will spend a will to negate that.
Okay.
See, you had so much will. It's
I had
fine.
2.
Yeah,
And I guess-
so many.
And I have 1 left now, yeah.
All right. First damage is hit location 2. So she gets hit in the leg.
Yeah.
She goes down. Next roll is going to be 6 to hit location 9.
Okay. So she only took 1 bullet?
Yes, you have
Okay.
2 attackers.
Okay. 6. Is it 6 to location 9?
Yes.
Ooh, that's my chest.
Yeah, you need that.
Yep. Cool. Oops. All right, cool. Got 4 left. I will shoot back, I guess.
All right, spend a boost because
Yeah.
that's doing a tactic and a twitch in the same round.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Shoot back.
Where do I spend it?
It's just right underneath where it says spend. You just make the
Oh, okay.
mark.
All right. Yeah, I'll spend 4 bullets because I really need to hit that guy. Let's see here. So 3 plus 3 to my shoot of 2, 5. So make 10 over 9.
Yeah. That hits. You want to do damage separate?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, roll it.
Let's see here. Let's see here. I think hit location 3 for 6.
Yeah, you hit him in the arm. Yeah. These are mooks. He's screaming. He doesn't like being hit with bullets. So ballistically, you were getting ready to hold her hostage. One of their friends did the speed thing and shot the hostage in the leg. She screamed and went down. Other guy shot you in the chest. You then shot him in the arm. But that's like a Phoenix Command ballistics. It really looked like, bam, 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 bam. All right, next round. You didn't hit your guy, did you?
Oh, well, no, I was running towards.
You were running, yes. You have caught up to where a bunch of bullets would fly you. Yeah.
Okay. So am I actually now in the same theater with Smoke?
Yes, you have joined theaters with Smoke, but there is a guy still shooting at you. So he has joined theaters to reposition on you.
Okay.
So it's now 3 versus the 2 of you.
Okay. Let's see. With that, I, again, don't have much in the way of the guns right now, and I don't know how much this bow will do.
It'll do lethal.
Yeah. I forgot, that's like, now that it's been a while since I have had like a dog companion. Are they able to attack too?
Depends.
Isn't it like an upgrade or something?
Yeah, you need it to be trained.
Trained on that point. Okay, it doesn't look like this is the case.
No,
so.
he's not trained about
No,
that.
that's there. So
You can slam a drone into someone's face.
That is true. So.
That is always an extra attack, and you can do that for a Twitch if you boost your roll.
Okay. So.
That would mean you could shoot and be like,
But I obviously take
face protocol, go. And
Yeah. But I obviously take away my ability to dodge, which is a problem. So, alright. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and, instead of focusing on the guy who's firing on me, because I see the two that are, that's like attacking.
well, actually, it's 2-2 because Ross took one guy out.
Oh, he did? Okay,
Yeah,
2-2.
so now it's still 2-2. Yeah.
Alright.
Your guy joined. Ross took one guy out.
Okay, then I'm going to focus on them in order to get, I use my soft spot, which is selfless service, to try to get that willpower back.
So you're shooting at the one that's going after Ross, not the one that's going after you. Oh,
Yeah.
noble of you, yes. Okay.
To take it first since he has the hot.
What's your current speed minus whatever boost you spent?
Right now it is 2, so.
You are not going first.
Yeah. In that case, I definitely would like to go ahead and boost. So,
So spend a boost.
So I will spend that, and I will get the twitch and my
Yeah,
tactic.
so use a labor.
Okay.
And if you're spending stuff, it's all on that one page. You only need that first page with damage and shit.
Okay. So I just mark the spend.
Yeah,
down
just
here
mark
on
it.
that. Okay, cool. So, yep. Alrighty then. Yep. So I guess the first, and are we doing twitch then?
Yep. You
Okay.
probably want to get out of the way of the
Yeah.
bullets.
So we'll go ahead and do we'll move for dodging and get the penalty out of the way. So I'll spend 1, and then 2 more again to get another 4.
You guys are rolling like gangbusters.
Like I'm.
I just rolled a crit.
I am
fail.
eating through all my labor, and this is not a good thing.
You and me both, buddy.
Fuck me, but I do have a will to flip that way, so
You're gonna need it.
yeah.
All right.
So that'll at least make that 10/1.
Yeah, with your will, you're juking out of the way. The guy's just getting ready to dome you, and then you trip over the screaming woman that Ross got shot and go down in bullets.
No, I didn't get her shot. That was her own buddy. Right?
You make
Hostage.
accountability. Yes.
He started this, we all know it.
Yeah, they're the assholes.
Well, that's why your head's still on. So you spent your boost. You can take an action. What would you like to do?
So for the first part, as prone right now, but I see the person who's trying to immediately take smoke, so take the bow out and.
Yeah, you're shooting on the way down. Yeah.
Get
So
it, like-
that single shot,
Okay.
you just get your skill.
Is that still labor to pull?
Nope,
or-
nope.
okay.
It's just your shoot skill.
All right, cool. Then I'll take that. And let's see, kill damage. Do we actually have? Can we boost that at all on a bow? So,
Not on anything you have on
all
there.
right, cool. That's what I figured. So I just want to make sure.
Just
since-
roll the attack.
All right. So what's my shoot? It's 2. So, yeah, that's going to be a 12/6.
Yeah, you take the one that was going to attack Ross down.
Yeah.
You want a separate damage roll just to see where they hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, chest. Nice. Arrow in your gut hurts real bad.
You.
What are you doing, Doc?
I'm pulling up the stakes.
Okay. That's an order roll, so what's your speed?
My speed is 2.
Okay. I'm going to see who goes first. You are the guy shooting at you. You go first.
Finally.
All right. I will spend a boost so that I can get a twitch.
Yeah, you're going to want that. They're still going to shoot at you. So this is going to be exert. Do you have that? That's on the very top of your page.
I do. I've got it at a 1.
That's so spend a labor so you can do exert, and anything you overspend, you're going to get a bonus on hauling these stakes out of the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I'll spend 3.
Okay.
Extra.
Yes.
Needed them. So that's going to be 7 over 5.
All right. Now I would spend that twitch because the bridge has gone free, but there's bullets popping up around you.
Absentee, get on the bridge before it goes. And that is, yes, 8 over 7.
Okay. So you see McStuffins go and just start hauling and cutting ropes. And then as a bunch of bullets go pinging against the pontoons, she says, Absentee, get on, and dives behind the boat as cover. It sort of starts floating out into the middle of the Illinois River as your ride is going away. So you are in an uncontested theater, so you don't have to roll order because you blew the leg off the guy who's shooting you. Do you want to spend your time taking a shot, or do you want to spend your time getting on your ride, which is very quickly...
I mean, I'm very aware I need to cross this river. However, there is no change without blood, Caleb.
Okay. All right, we're really going for the fate school of spots here. Fine with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot at whoever looks the most scary, I guess.
There is still the person shooting at poor McStuffins.
Oh, can I shoot the lady that is on the ground? Because she has a gun and could get up at any moment.
I would
That is no change without blood.
I would definitely give you a will
I feel
for
like
shooting
that's
a
worth the
random
will.
person. Yeah. All right.
That's near our Latent too. So
She's not in a theater yet. I can remove her from the
Yeah,
future.
Crit just dome me, alright? No, not dome, that's too easy. Heart shot. just give me, no, just a gut shot.
Don't worry, I just got a will. What's the
Just
worst?
a tap, you just need to graze me.
then this game becomes
Graze me
way
with
more
an anti-material rifle.
Look, just graze me, I'll turn vector, it'll be great.
I got this, it's fine. Alright, 1 for the shoot. I'm gonna spend 1 extra, because I'm pretty sure I got this. I'm not stressed at all.
How are you gonna cross the fucking river?
That's someone else's problem.
It's literally not. It is literally your problem to cross this river.
That is, what, 13 over 4?
Yeah, so after being shot by the guys who were shooting at Ross, and then accidentally shot by the guys who were shooting at Aaron, the head of the woman that was injured on the pontoon disappears. As Absentee's like, got another one. You might want to spend boost at this point. Could use your twitch to jump on the fucking pontoon.
Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, that's
another notch on the gun there.
Yeah. I'm just like, nice. Oh shit, the pontoon.
Yeah, so roll labor.
Yup, it's labor. I'm gonna add 2 to probably try to make this, and my move is 2, so that's plus 4. I needed the 4. It's 6 over 5. I make it.
Yes, so you basically grab the still hot barrel, Absentee's enormous rifle, and drag them along as the pontoons start going to the middle of the river. Smoke, you are on unsteady ground facing a shooter that is still aimed at McStuffins.
Try and shoot them before they could shoot McStuffins.
Yeah, so yeah, that'll be your tactic. How many speed do you have left?
I have 2 boosts left.
Okay. You're going first.
Alright, I will spend 3 bullet.
Bullet good.
Bullet good.
So,
Well, we'll fucking find out.
2 plus your shoot, yeah.
Yeah, 2 shoot to shoot, so plus 1. And that is a 1 versus 8. Do I spend it to save McStuffin from getting shot? I will.
You spend the will?
I will spend the will to shoot the guy.
Okay, so your clear one is your black.
Yeah. It's the
your
sharp
black
edge.
one
It's
is
the
your-
good die.
Okay.
It's the good die and the not good die.
You could have fooled me. Yeah. It doesn't
It
seem to be
changes all
doing
the
very
time.
good.
I got a crit success earlier.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Yeah, you managed to injure that person.
Yeah.
And anyone not dead, unlike the woman you took hostage who was super dead.
I mean, I was going to have to shoot.
Goes fleeing into the woods, yeah.
She's probably got my blood on her, so yeah, that's just safety.
So, yeah, that resolves the combat.
Loot. Well, make sure our friends get over.
I can't swim. Someone pull me. Oh god, help!
Walking over to
Help!
I'm Pat Stone. You need me. I am a citizen of Missouri.
You can't do this without me.
Does anyone have a better scavenge than one?
I think I do.
I don't
two.
have scavenge.
Yep, I have scavenge at 2. So
Please.
Roll scavenge.
okay.
Scavenge these assholes.
Are there any of these assholes still
yep,
alive?
That'll be 10 over 3. No, sorry, that's fail.
No, they are not. The ones who are alive ran away. The dead ones are dead. With your failed scavenge check, you don't find any bounty on them. They were charging a toll for a reason. But you do find the stuff that I said they had. So they have guns. You can sell those later. That's going to take a haul of someone to break them down into parts and ruck them in your bag.
Okay, I'll take it. How many guns? There's
2 rifles.
2 rifles, okay. I'll take them.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good job.
Okay, so you're wounded. You're...
Fine. That was great, guys.
hungry,
I love
so
that.
I'm-
We worked so well as a team. I'm so happy.
Labor, I'm so hungry.
Just imagine Absentee's giving the lady on the pontoon. Gotta make sure.
The old double tap. They don't call me Rafe for nothing. Silent.
So are you going to try and heal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have a first aid kit.
You can also use profession doctor. Yeah.
I might as well.
Yeah. Please treat
So
my
spend
chest.
1 on the first aid.
Oh, not to be that guy. My gun was very loud.
Well, you were loud. Everyone was loud. Yeah.
On that side of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the casualties are coming, they're
Well,
going to
they
be
were-
coming over there.
Yo.
I mean, they were hanging out there. They probably cleared out the casual. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
He's a through and through.
That maxes out to a 10, so you can get rid of basically 5 diagonals.
Really?
No, 10 diagonals. So that could turn.
All of them into stun, and then that's 6 of them, and then 4 of them go away?
Yeah, you'd be down to 2 stun. Just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound, yeah.
As long as you don't bleed out, you'll be good.
I got plenty of blood. I got so many muscles full of blood.
All right. Make a self-control check.
Why?
He is hot, death, full of blood. Like, oh, yeah, that one. You're immune. Never mind.
Yay!
McStuffins is a good doc.
I'm going to take a few moments to just wash my hands in the river and say, don't worry, it didn't linger long enough for us to worry about the blight.
Yeah. Excellent bedside manner.
Yeah, he's got gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same gloves he's used on me for quite a few times. He's just being frugal.
That's good for you.
Yeah.
They boil.
Nice and sterile.
Yeah.
All right, everyone spend another labor because you're walking.
I think that was a good day. Like, excellent teamwork.
So, were they going to shoot me? Is that why you opened up first?
They all had guns. They were absolutely gonna shoot you. Shoot
But you
them.
saw them about to pull the trigger.
Absolutely. You didn't? You were closer to them. Wow, man, you gotta get your eyes checked or something.
I couldn't keep my eyes on all of them.
I mean, you had the lady in your arms, and that was just... It's all downhill from there, man.
I feel like if they hadn't tried, it seemed like they really didn't want to shoot her, so I feel like I could have got talked.
And
down.
yet they did shoot her. Weird.
Yeah, after we shot at them, after you shot at them.
To be fair,
We did shoot at them, you're right, yeah.
she
we
did
should
take
have-
the very first bullet.
Yeah.
It was
You
a
didn't
warning
drop-
shot.
You missed?
No, it was a warning shot.
Why did you more? If they were going to shoot me, you should have just taken the shot.
Well, they hadn't shot yet. You just said that.
I think we could have done it without the warning, maybe. I know they were on edge, but that just kind of, making a tree not exist behind
To
them.
show how much
Over
firepower
It's
you
good
have
to
is the
have
best
backup
way
sniping.
to
It's good to have someone
like
watching your six.
decompress a situation. Show extreme violence.
So you decompress through extreme
yeah,
escalation.
I could kill you. You better not try
Yeah,
it.
it's
It
about
works every
demoralizing them.
time.
It's about demoralizing them.
I don't think they
It's
would
never
realize
not
that
worked
they-
Some
so
of them did
far.
run away, right?
Yeah, after we killed most of them in defense.
Well, we didn't have to kill all of them. That saved us some bullets.
It occurs to me, do I need the asshole coworker role? Because I feel like once you teach people how fun it is, they just kind of do it themselves. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not I love that. I love that that's part of this job. You go through, like, a life-threatening thing. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Like explain? No.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Maybe some asshole worker role. There's like after every scene or encounter like that, there's like a debrief where we talk about
Yeah.
later on.
But Pat Stone doesn't shoot first.
You're gonna just Pat Stone thing into your head. I know that you're gonna have to be Pat Stone for the rest of your life.
You know what wasn't in my head? A bullet.
You know, Pat Stone is not the Wraith, alright? You need to start thinking more like Pat Stone, less like the Wraith. I can't believe you told us.
No one can get me. I'm the Wraith. It's just like...
If you're trying to be stealthy, it's like you shouldn't have a nickname at all.
That's how I lull them into a false sense of security. They're standing in the open with a sniper rifle. They're obviously not going to shoot me. That's how you get them.
I'm really concerned at some point in this, before the end of this game, before we leave you.
This isn't a game. This is real life.
Yes, but before we leave the recession, you're going to
Think about your priority. You have a wife at home.
I know, I have a wife at home. I'm just worried that you're going to find somebody that we fight. They're going to be on the edge, and you'll go up and to them saying, "Hey, look at me." Points the gun down. Them look down the barrel. My name's Pat.
Stone. All right.
Is that an action movie? I think that was.
No, that was a kid. That was
No,
a
he's
wife.
a rapper.
My name will be known.
The name. So okay, sorry.
All right. I hate to interrupt the game, but that was the combat.
Yeah.
So thoughts on that?
It flowed very well. I like the boost as opposed.
Is that
to
a little bit faster?
It was faster.
Very fast.
It was,
From those who played before?
Yeah, no, because before we were using the percentiles from going for like we had the percentages that we could boost up into it beforehand. Where
the fact that it diminishes, so your initiative gets shittier and shittier.
Yeah, and I do like the fact this is a way easier to track than the previous version of it. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, theaters are helpful too because that's dividing a lot of things going on into neat little sub fights, essentially.
Yeah.
Yep.
And keeping track of where you are on the field.
And I have to say, we're making chest 10 hit points.
Oh, that's perfect.
That was
brutal. Yeah.
That's very good. Because it's also like the
I think
biggest part you can be
That's the
hidden.
single biggest thing that was keeping characters alive in Red Markets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will note, I couldn't find on these notes at least anywhere where it says order can't be willed. I don't know if
Yes,
that's in...
I have only fixed the one page,
Okay, yeah.
and then it haphazardly, because it's like a 20,000 chapter, and I have to revise everything.
Yeah,
'cause
I just
changed the
thought I'd
fucking
note that
edition.
in case you hadn't written that
No,
down
that's
anywhere yet.
There's no way to force yourself to go first. You can't
Yeah.
spend anything to go first. Okay.
I think that also is going to make it a little bit more...
Yep.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely more brutal. Yeah.
But yeah, I like the theaters work really well, especially if someone doesn't have a really combat-arid character, or if someone's just like being shy in a gaming group. It's like, well, okay, if you're not actively involved in that, you're in your own theater, what are you doing while combat is happening? So
Yeah.
it's not just someone quietly sitting there as people roll dice at each other and they're like, well, now the fight's over, can I do some role-playing? It like makes that happen, which I think is really good for like...
And
Yeah.
I was going to say that I did love the fact that there was other actions besides shoot, dodge, and in my case, finding the stakes. Yank those up. Change the battle landscape just a little bit.
And as for role playing, I like the fact that it also incentivized me to use that within the combat and not just for other actions too. So in this case, taking a shot for Ross that he might not have been able to take right now, even though it potentially put me at a disadvantage. So
cool.
So that's that made it a lot more dynamic.
All right, sweet. Yeah, I do want it to be harder, but like I just want it to be harder in a way that encourages you to cheat more. Does that make sense? Like, not the game mechanics, but like narratively, like you would if you were actually planning on shooting someone. Like, I'd really like to skip the order roll and shoot them in the head while they're asleep. Like, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And a thing to also point out, difference between Red Markets V2 versus Red Markets V1. Ross, how many bullets do you have left in your gun?
3.
Maddy, how many bullets do you have left in yours?
2?
I still have a full magazine, but that's because I didn't use any.
Yeah.
And I only use one arrow.
Yeah,
Well,
but you
these-
did use most of your food.
That's true. So,
I used most of mine too.
Yeah. It costs a
No, I used
lot
half.
more to do combat in this version than the first.
I feel it costs the same. The problem is it's so much more. Your actions matter so much more because with the boost thing, you never know if you're guaranteed going first, and if you're going to have to like defend before you can attack. Because the most important thing you can do in combat is to eliminate attackers before they can hurt you, right?
Exactly.
And that's why I spent so much on all those things because I really had to kill those guys.
Yeah.
Because we were outnumbered and in a bad situation. So it's more desperate in that regard because like the action economy is so Yeah, it's so much more brutal if you have to defend twice in a row before you can attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you act, then you defend, and then you fail the next roll, so you have to defend it twice. Mm-hmm. That would suck.
Yeah.
Is the rolling for damage separate, like a completely separate thing, or is that default?
I think we're going to default that, because that's how most people choose to play.
Yeah, I like that
Maybe
mechanics.
people's
It's like,
fucking
okay,
leg
I got 4 over
Yes,
1,
indeed.
so I do 4 damage to the leg or whatever. It's yeah. I like the damage separate thing. It seems fun.
Yeah, that's how I always run Red Markets Online, is separate rules.
Yeah.
I like to see, people make really cool shots, or just he shot his toe off.
Yeah. Well, that way if you get like a critical, you do 10 damage where you do it 2 or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I don't want to say that I'm going for realism in the zombie game, but it's also like more realism, because like if you get shot in the toe, guess what? You're still not fighting anymore. Most people, like, you have to be pretty fucking hardcore to get a bullet pretty much anywhere. Yeah.
If you don't feel it, you don't feel it.
Yeah.
Like, a 1 damage roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I do like me realize like, I don't have 50. Oh, that did kill me. I would like to not be shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't allow that if this was like bust roll and we all knew the rules, but we don't.
I was just because I was like, 10. I'm like, I'm going to be real hurt, and I'm.
So like, I'll take the damage, and then like realize it would kill you, and like, but I had will. You should have spent that before.
I might do that.
Yeah, that's more of a bust thing.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So you already spent your labor. Next leg. Shift. Gotta change my nomenclature. I have leg trauma, literally. So you smell it before you see it. Just gasoline and ozone and like barbecue of rancid meat. As you're approaching Patchtown, you see the smoke rising up from it, and you're moving through, and you get to the edge of where this little town used to be, in the sort of like grounds in between where the Illinois would fuse and form the Mississippi River, and it's just been glassed with drone strikes. So this is pretty typical in this area of the Loss. High Times is sort of just out of the range of look busy border work for the DHQS, which is basically send out a donkey with an alarm, drag as many casualties as you can to a big central area that you know the exact coordinates of, and then just launch like all that old ordnance you can't spend on near peer wars anymore, and see how many you take down, and then you put in your medal of service for the DHQS that day, and log off your video game console that you fight the war on. So you have appeared to have come to an aftermath of that. So this town is just completely burned out. So you could go through, and there are mounds of them. They don't look like they're moving. They look like charcoal briquettes of people thrown apart by high explosives, crushed by debris. But you could go through. Control that the way that they attract that many casualties in one place is usually pretty sophisticated equipment that they just abandoned to be carbonized, and the metal components inside the plastic casing of those are normally pretty lucrative if you can recover whatever drew that horde there. Or you could say, fuck that, we're supposed to avoid those things, spend an extra labor and go around.
I mean, that would be nice to have that extra bounty on the way back.
Pat Stone is a day in court. I don't want to waste another day.
Yeah, so that you're saying go through?
I'm saying we could, like, as
if we
the
go
crow
through,
flies.
it's going to be a lot shorter.
Exactly.
No, because he's gonna you want to scavenge, right?
I'd like to, so if we do that, but it's also going to be extra effort to get around this town.
Currently making 33 bounty plus 2 rifles.
Yeah.
So, and we can sell.
Which I'm not saying you have to make a certain decision. I'm just saying if this was a campaign, you would be factoring that into your decision.
Well,
fuck it.
Let's split the difference right now too. I still have my drone.
Yeah.
So I can send it in there right now to see if what we're looking for is there before we even make a decision.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, all right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Spend a charge on that, and you book. Where are you, Take? There you are. All right. Let's see, truly random dice actually are better today. Thankfully they are, so that will be a 6 over 1.
Yeah, you see it. It's donkey on its side that are covered in the melted caramelized plastic parts The exteriors are usually pretty cheap for those things. They're just sort of Teflon so they don't get stuck on things. It melts in the flames and the fire, but the metal tends to survive pretty well the high velocity shrapnel that goes shooting out of those anti-casualty missiles. So, yeah, it is glassed near a fountain in the center of town, surrounded by sort of four corners of giant corpse piles.
All right.
So
Easy pickings.
And the good thing about a drunkie is you can just program it to go home.
Well, it's,
That drunkie ain't moving.
never going on.
You got to gut that drunkie and sell its pieces on the black market.
Yeah.
It's pretty damaged, but you also don't have sophisticated Chinese microprocessors being developed out in the lost or anything
Also,
like that.
can I take Will back because that is definitely scavenger, and I was very much asking for this,
Pursuing your tough spot.
so I can get that. So I can get my Will back.
Why is something going to go wrong?
Well, no, I hope nothing goes wrong, but this is obviously a riskier.
Would you like the
situation.
will or not?
Shoot the lady, Aaron.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, how dare you, Aaron? What the fuck? This isn't teamwork.
All right, everyone roll self-control against trauma.
I'll make it.
Nope.
Critical success.
I do not make that.
You take one to trauma.
Okay.
You don't take one to detachment at least. You're not seeing faces. Pretty much everything doesn't have features anymore. They're basically high-yield explosive shrapnel bombs that have napalm spewing out of them. But there are just mounds. You see street lamps bent and covered with limbs and garlanded with human parts. It is fucking disgusting in here. There must have been thousands of them when they dropped this a few hours before you arrived at the river. And you get towards the town square appears to be where the drunkie made its last stand, standing in the fountain before it got bombed. And that is where they are all mounded up at the four streets that go into the main square. So who's climbing the little fort of dead casualties to go down in there and strip the parts?
I'll fucking do it.
Well, he's the only one of us that could.
No, any of you can do it. It's not a good idea.
Yeah,
Can you loan me an extra ration though? Yeah, give me one of them protein bars.
I'll do that, but then I have to hit a refresh though.
All right, cool.
All right. You don't have to roll for it. It's just fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
You're climbing up, you're putting your feet onto dead thoraxes, and then they sink in, and they're not as charcoal on the inside. So Smoke's having a great day.
Yeah.
And you are in the center of the.
Wait, can I get a will by making really bad jokes about, oh, look at this. God, I can't believe they knocked over this fruit truck crunch. Because I have compassion as weakness, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to be a sadistic asshole about
Sure.
it. All right, and make sure all my teammates can hear it. So, yeah.
Everyone, you hear him make some really mean, nasty jokes about all these dead people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I get a +1 for self-control with casualties, and I got a crit success before. I think I'm just vibing.
Just looking down the barrel of your rifle.
Yeah.
I want you fire.
Oh, man, this plastic surgeon did a terrible job. Look at that word. Click.
Really?
Here, you want to get a close-up? Huh? No.
All right, you are down there. You see the drunkie.
It's still better than
It
the
is
corpse puppet
half
dog you did
melted
back in
and
the day.
fused to the asphalt, the plastic components on its exterior. Roll glean.
I don't have it.
Default glean.
What is that? Just
That is black and white. Any crit is a crit fail.
all right. So
Just a fail.
yeah,
All right. Oh, wait, no, that's your black, right?
yeah.
Oh, so that's a success. All right.
Yeah.
You sort of caused a little part avalanche as you were coming down the backside of the mound. And so, there's pieces rolling out onto the asphalt as you're going to pick this thing up. And then you hear it, continue. The sort of rustle of, pieces falling off. And then you turn around and you see where you went down and you see some hands and feet clawing out from the center of this mound of dead. So the nougat of the casualty horde is sort of protected from the flames. They appear to be set off by your stepping on them and making a bunch of loud jokes. Yeah.
Okay. Are they still plugged in because of the drone or the donkey? Or are they still crawling out regardless?
They're crawling out because something started making noise in the mound above them. The donkey's not making noise anymore.
Is it feasible for you to grab the donkey and run? Or is
Yes! It's extremely heavy! So this is going to be an exert check to see if you can hoof it and get around to the other side.
I spend a 3 labor on that.
Okay.
And I have an exerted 3, so +5 to my roll. Which is not enough.
That black should really be your black.
You gonna spend that well?
I will spend that one because I don't want to get fucking mauled by casualties.
Alright, so you're gonna have to go out the other way.
Yeah.
Because you are being chased, they are agitated and going towards you in that mound. What are you yelling back at the team? They probably shouldn't climb over the top to meet you.
Yeah, I'm coming out. They're not all dead.
I'm not falling for that one again. I remember Paducah. Also, I'm going to play into my own weak spot. You need me more than I need you.
Hey, how are you making this worse?
I'm just walking away from this whole thing. Like, nope.
That seems like it's pretty good for you, walking away from it, but alright. I'll accept it if you want to bring some trouble as a result of that.
Oh, you could be like, oh, sure, I'm sure there's some casualties here. Ooh, you gotta get up right to, ooh, any casualties?
I'll skip the well, but I'm still just... No, I remember Paducah all too well. This is not the first time you pulled this shit.
Okay, so you can, without extra trouble, you can spend labor to go around and meet Smoke on the other side. But you have 3 halls worth of electronics. So if you can carry that and fence it, that is quite a bit of bouncy.
Carry all of it.
I can carry 2 of it.
Well, no, you can't carry anything because you're not coming home.
Well, alright.
I can take 1, so...
Or if you take the rifles, I can take the...
I'll take the rifles.
Okay. All right, so you take the rifles, I'll take the donkey.
Yeah.
So I have 3 halls.
Yeah, so you got
That
a
still
donkey
doesn't
on the
carry
other
things.
side.
Yeah.
After a long run with it tearing into your back. That's fun. But yeah, you guys get out. So good job.
Donkey guts.
Drunky guts.
Donkey guts.
That should be the name of a taker.
Yeah.
All right, one last labor is your last shift.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, so you arrive there at night because that's how you have to do this sort of smuggling run. Helicopter drop-offs across the river with boat traffic are often made to repair fencing. So they will often send a barge across with fences to sort of keep their landing pad clear. Now they don't let filthy, lost trash like you on the fancy helicopters, but the arrangement is that the valet who helps the high times with smuggling will schedule a fence repair. And so they will send the boat across with the various fence to repair and take some people across with them. Okay, so who has Ubix specs?
I do, and Aaron does.
Okay, who wants to spend a charge? You got to make the call.
You spent the charge last time, I'll spend this one, so...
Would Pat Stone be across the river? I don't think so. They might look at my Ubix later and they'll be like, "Why? What's going on with this call?"
Pat, what's up with you?
Well, Pat Stone's not going to have Ubix for very much longer.
Alright.
Would Pat Stone be wearing Ubix?
I mean,
I feel like Pat
Stone's
Stone-
probably going to keep their Ubix specs for...
Yeah, Pat Stone wants Ubix so team can talk to Pat Stone and tell
Like, your
Pat Stone wants to
anti-material
tell.
is not going across.
What do you mean?
I feel like civilians aren't allowed to have those kind of weapons in the recession.
Definitely not in the car cab.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but
Sad.
we'll give it to your dependent, all right? They can...
Hey, Sarge will fucking love that.
But yeah, I spent that, so...
All right.
Yeah, Sarge can replace you on the crew.
He taught me how to use this.
Yeah.
You get a call from, it appears, a very soft-spoken woman's voice. Hello, are you the one Saga sent?
Yes, we are on the repair crew. Just...
Yes, there's been a bit of an issue.
Okay, what's the concern?
You're not alone over there.
we were followed, or...
It appears so. We've got thermal. We have to take a look because they're looking at the thermal and they see a bunch of thermal spots over there, and we haven't listened. It looks to be about 5, but that makes 10 of you. We only said there were going to be 4 workers,
So...
plus our man on the boat, of course.
Okay, so
Okay, so do you... that's like, you see, I get the location from her, and from where they're seeing the extra...
We're talking to our DHQS contractor right now and claiming that there's a problem with the engine, so they haven't scoped it thermally for danger yet. So you'll need to get them out of there before I can call the boat in to pick you up.
Okay, duly noted. We'll call you shortly once we hopefully have this settled. So thank you for letting us know. So yeah, we have others on this. I don't know if I thought we took care of the other rival. That's like
I mean, it could
takers.
be coincidence. It could be the scammers trying to sabotage us. It could be bandits. It could be anybody.
I'm pretty sure I got rid of that other crew.
Can I go?
So they give you a location. They are located on an old wreck, like an old barge, rusted out nigh the river.
How far
They
is
appear
it
to
away?
be taking cover in it.
How far is it away from our location?
They're about 200 yards away from the fence of where the little helicopter area is. You're going to be picked up at.
Okay. Can we go there so I can get drone footage on them? So to see if I can at least...
You can spin your drone and see if you can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we want to do a bacon tree. No, that's not it. Hambush.
Well, let's see, I would say let's see what we are dealing with before
Well, if we open up with loud gunfire right across the river, that DHQS might be a little curious about the sounds of an anti-material rifle being fired.
Stone, what are you doing in this fight?
Their guns are also going to be really quiet.
I mean, they might have silencers.
Okay. Alright, I'll go ahead and roll command on that.
Just saying, normal fence operators probably have something to defend themselves with.
That fails, unfortunately, but I will go ahead and spend will on that.
God, the will economy in this game is.
I have...
spent all my will not to
I've had 3,
For the
but
record.
I've continuously tried to refill it.
Yeah.
No, wait, I spent a will to save you, so, yeah.
Yeah, foolishly.
Foolishly.
Yeah, with the drone, you're smart enough with your success that you go from the riverside, and the rushing of the water sort of hides the hum a little bit, and you can zoom in with a low shot on the water. And you actually recognize amongst these, takers, these are all guys that you know, minus the one guy who had the climbing accident. These are all guys from the crew that you threw off, but they, that was a success. They don't know it was you. But you also recognize Edda, the trucker guy. So he's got 3 tough customers, Edda, and it looks like a girl,
Like a child or like
a teenager maybe.
Okay.
It's hard to tell. People are so poorly fed nowadays.
Yeah.
But not armed, not a heavy hitter like the other 3. And they appear to be like looking out the rusted out holes in the hull of the ship they're hiding in to see if anybody comes to the.
Are they trying to send the girl in as the fucking Pat stuff?
There can be only one Pat Stone.
Well, we can try and settle this with words, or we can go up there and, I mean, I'm not really good at a distance.
And I don't want...
Again, if I go up there to talk, well, why don't me and the doc go? I can be there to be like, haha, don't shoot.
I can cover you.
Yeah.
It worked really well last time.
And
Yeah.
Well, but as long as
I
you
guess.
shoot and after that,
Any gunfight, you can walk away from it.
and smoke is not it doesn't have them in a chokehold.
Well, yeah, fuck it. Come on, Doc, let's go.
I'm going to regret this.
Yeah, I will follow, but keep back at a distance of sniper range, I guess.
And I'll keep a position right now with the drone, so
Make sure you're within bow shot range.
I will get into the bow shot range if absolutely necessary.
We're in the
like
bushes, watching them walk towards these people in the open, yeah.
All right, yeah, it's very clear you know where they are, and you're coming with your hands up and being quiet and keeping your eyes out for casualties. You hear the click of some rifles and then some whispered, muffled tones, and you see Edda come out with his hands up as well, and he comes out to meet you. And he goes, "I guess I'm not so good out here. I don't really know what I'm doing. I shouldn't have paid these guys as much. I tell you that much."
We're trying to, do the thing. So...
Yeah, I know about the thing. Saga's not so clever. There are other people on the council too.
Okay.
She's not so fucking clever because she got us in this mess in the first place. I get it. I get it.
So why are you here? They won't let us go as long because they don't know why there's so many people here.
Well, I don't have to. I don't have to be here. We could head back. It's fine. I just I think my daughter's really good for this job, and I think she can handle it. So you look behind. There's like a 15-year-old girl who's just like terrified, looking around.
Yeah, well, that's not the job. Look, that has value. So going over the fence. So how are you going to compensate us for it?
Look, you can have whatever I can spend, but like it's not gonna mean anything unless the job gets done, right?
I don't know if she can do it. I know our person can.
She's real smart. You don't understand. She did school. We've done school the entire time since the crash.
Those camps aren't safe either. She may not be able to defend herself.
Well, she's definitely not going to be able to defend herself if the economy crashes back at the enclave. And
yeah,
I got relatives over there. Pat Stone can meet with them. She won't have to stay there very long. I can get somebody to come pick her up. I got contacts. You're the one who's going to be left alone over there with nothing to do in free parking, but trick for this goddamn valet. This is not a good person we're dealing with here. Trust me.
Look, you're wanting us to just you're taking food out of our mouths. You're taking, like, one person goes over the fence. We don't have to, that's another cut that we don't have to share, that we don't have to pay out for this job. So we're all going to go hungry.
Well, look, just look at Emily. Emily come out here. It's like she comes out of the boat as like the big like guys are like, what are we doing? Emily come out like, come talk to this man. Show him how good you are. It's like, hi, I'm Pat Stone. I've been living in America. It's called the recession. I've been living in the American recession.
She's not going to hold up in court.
No, it's fine. You can see she's so smart.
Okay, what are you supposed to buy, Pat Stone? What'd you buy?
I bought gas.
What?
How much?
Gasoline? How many gallons of gasoline did you buy?
I didn't get that. I got air gas. She points to Dad like I got it right.
Air gas?
It's air gas. And he's like, huh? See, it is.
I'm line up a shot on the little girl.
Stop it.
There can be only one Pat Stone.
No.
So he's getting closer to you, Smoke, and he's just like, you can
I
tell
have my
he's not like attacking. You can tell he's visibly scared, but he wants to like whisper something to you.
Okay, I'll let him whisper it to me. It's his risk, yeah.
Take the girl and protect us. You can have whatever I was going to pay them, but you gotta get rid of them. And he's sort of like gesturing to the guys behind him.
Okay.
Your money, but you just gotta get us out of here.
Okay. I just nod. All right. I gotta talk. I make sure that the gunman here too. That all right. Your offer is not gone on deaf ears, but I can't just make the decision myself. We're gonna go back. We'll come back in a minute. Okay.
Is he offering 85 bounty?
So I motion everybody away out of guns.
Is he offering 85 bounty? Because the equivalent of what we are going to be getting paid is 85 bounty.
Look, our options are, that's not on the menu. What's on the menu is either one, we say no, and there's going to be a bad fight, and maybe no one goes on the boat. Because the DHQS is going to hear a fight, and they're going to be like, what the fuck, and no one's getting smuggled. Maybe we do, we kill them all, or some of them, and we live with that. 2, we go their deal, we kill those 3 guys, we have to drop on them, they don't know that, and we walk away. So
3.
What's 3?
We shoot the girl.
Then it's fuck.
There's no change without blood, Russ.
Look, if we kill the girl, her dad is definitely going to kill us, or do his best to. And he's going to have 3 guys with us, with him, so that's going to be the gunfight. And nobody's going over the boat, because we're all probably going to die, or at least get wounded, or DHQS is going to find us out.
What's his offer?
We get the entire thing of this job. We just have to kill those 3 guys.
I mean, that's super easy. I changed my aim slightly.
Well, we have to do it after she goes over.
Why not now?
Because again, she has to get smuggled over before any fighting happens. Because DHUS is going to stop the smuggling if they find out that something funky's going on.
You and your rules. Fine. I liked being Pat Stone.
Look,
I was gonna get out of here.
I know.
Yeah, roll self-control. This is awful. They're getting more money. You're getting a lifetime of continuing to do this shit.
Yeah, don't make that.
That's going to be too stress. That's pretty terrible.
Look, we can do the gunfight, and you can take the first shot. You'll have, but I don't know if you're gonna get smuggled over that way.
He does not want you fighting around his kid. He wants you to convince them that, yeah, it's all agreed. You're Pat Stone. And then kill them on the way back so he can give you their money.
Yeah. So that's why you have to smuggle her before we can betray her.
Yeah.
So, look, it sucks, but I don't think it's in the cards for you to go across right now.
No, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. It fucking sucks.
But
I mean, small comfort. At least we get more bounty out of this. This is actually
but it's all
significantly-
closer to retirement.
You're lucky I like you guys.
Remember when we talked about the Tontine before and all of us retiring together and having that commune where we would never have to do this shit again?
But I had an out, man. I'm so fucking tired.
But from what we understand, the valet's an asshole.
Look, it doesn't matter. It's if it was possible to just get you on the boat right now and go, I would say do that and we just run. But we can't get you over the boat until they're dealt with, and we can't deal with them quietly. There's too many of them for us to just kill quietly, because DHQS is going to find out, and then no one gets smuggled.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, who's going back and saying you're accepting the job?
You're the nice guy.
Yeah.
The sniper emerges from the bushes. Don't worry, guys.
All right, you're up there with one of the takers from your crew, your rival crew back from High Times. Like he goes up there with Edda. They're not content to stay back. And what are you saying about having accepted the switch?
All right. We'll make the call. We'll send Pat Stone across by herself.
Oh, thank God. Thank you so much for that. Roll deceive.
Oh no, he's our best liar.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thank goodness.
I am a good liar.
He was lying about being bad at lying.
Oh my God, that's exactly what a good liar
The
is.
11 or 9 right now is like, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
The best lies have a grain of truth to them. Look, not happy about it, but there's not much we can do.
Okay.
We all got family back home. We can't let the enclave.
All right. They believe you. So they pull back and get out of there. You can go over and wait on the other side of the river for the job to be done.
Yep.
And anyone who's not a latent can get in with the valet to at least walk around the free parking camp in Grafton. So the girl doesn't have to go unaccompanied, but she's very sad to leave her dad. All of you roll self-control.
Measure of weakness. I don't give a fuck. Actually, I'm not even there. I don't care.
Yeah, you can't go. You got to stay back with the other crew.
I'm good.
I'm sad on her behalf, but I'm okay. So
Sad on her behalf. Detachment?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, she's crying, and you have the right number of people, so it matches up with the heat signatures when they glass you from the drones on the other side of the river. And then you head back after dumping a bunch of chain link fence into a big pile that you just keep over there because, it gets full of awful casualties once they get the rotors going. It gets awful loud real quick, and the fence doesn't last long. But you head over and you're, led around, this wooden path and through this cut fence, and you're in there and roll self-control again. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm good.
critical
Paratons.
failure.
Take
Damn.
to detachment.
Critical success. The doctor is happy.
Oh, crit success? Okay. You can heal a detachment.
I'll take that.
You're extremely glad you don't live here. You're feeling better and better about not being Pat Stone. This place is the worst ghetto you've ever seen. People crying, kids running around bare feet. People have hookworm.
Hookworm,
Yeah.
cholera,
Yeah.
typhoid.
Yeah. Tire fires, tents. beggars everywhere, giant speakers blaring propaganda, guys in military uniforms on watchtowers.
That's the first time
pickpockets.
I've seen a 25-year-old with rickets.
Yeah, your enclave sucks dick, and it's way better than here.
Oh no.
So yeah, Emily is terrified. She doesn't know where to go. She doesn't know what to do. It says that she is a 25-year-old, fully 10 years older than her current age.
Malnutrition does a lot of things to people.
Some people are just short, and they look like teenagers. Yeah.
Makeup, it's a hell
Who
of a
wants
thing.
to find the local constabulary?
Okay. I guess I can do that for a glean. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say you can or I can.
Let's see. That is a failure on my part, so... And so if you want to make your glean check, David.
Yeah.
Yes. 8/4.
All right, you find an enormously long line that turns out to be for employment drafts, and you are getting ready to wait in that for hours when you find the area for disputes, which is basically a phone to the gatehouse that is held up. So that is a shorter line, and someone comes on the line. What is your dispute?
Pat Stone would like to dispute a line item on a contract.
This is civil. Understood. I'll buzz you through. You have your paperwork in order, correct?
She's got the ID.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's all the paperwork she needs, right?
The invoice.
Yep. Oh, well,
You have everything that was given to you by
Yep.
Saga. All right.
Yeah. There's your paperwork, honey.
Okay, they're going to buzz her through alone. So you have until they come to escort her through the wall to coach her as to what to say during this dispute.
Oh, actually, could we...
This would be a good thing for a reference with a UBIC device. If you fail your roll, just like...
That's what I'd say. Well, yeah, just place one of our UBIC specs on her to help guide her through, or will that be... Actually...
No, that'd be very wise. You could help talk her through it.
Okay. I will go ahead and...
Kiddo, take these. Just put them on her head. You want to take a call? Give it a call, or just answer.
Yeah. So, and I'll call her in right now. You'll hear me. Don't acknowledge that you hear me. Just let's listen in, and if you're not certain about something, cough a little bit. Like once. That's once for Phoebe Hill.
Okay, I'm really nervous. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
What's the role to give her the stuff to say? Is that...
You don't have to roll. She's just scared.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything to make her less freaked out?
I'm trying to figure out. I guess I could just do. I don't know, persuade her.
I mean, doctors know about
Yeah.
mental health.
Yeah.
That's a thing that would help.
Go ahead.
Like, it's going to be all right. Just think of it like this. You do this right, and you get to stay on this side.
Don't raise the stick.
I don't want to stay here. It's awful here. I want to go back.
No, you're not going to stay here. Your daddy is going to get you into the better spot. The casualty-free zone.
Okay.
The land of milk and honey. Paradise. This is your ticket to paradise. It's okay. All you need to do is say these magic words.
Okay.
I'm going to run her through all of the script.
All right. Roll profession doctor.
Yes, 10/5.
Okay. She calms down. All right. Just repeat what you say. I can do that. Cool. All right. They buzz you through. You are now allowed in. You are peasant class. You've yet to get enough work credits to join the wonderful world of renting a locked down vault apartment in an actual city block. And yeah, you're left behind. You see her walking through. The streets look clean on the other side, fastidiously so. The streets also seem shut down and sharp quarantine. But she is moving through, and she's moved basically to a command center, basically a set. It's like shit duty. Like, if you're a good guy, you do the drone strikes on the other side and the loss. If you're like shit detail, you get to deal with the poor people and police them and keep them in the fence. When they're escorting them to like basically a large, what appears to be a kangaroo court of just moving people through. Like, you're there at like 12 o'clock at night and they're still moving cases through. It seems like they're constantly doing this.
The worst night.
You know,
ever.
just gavel as fast as they can. They bring her up. Do you want to roll persuade, or would you like to tap a reference and get an actual lawyer who knows what to say on the line?
We'll tap a reference, so.
Okay. What's the name of the lawyer whose services you secure?
Let's see.
Saul Goodman.
No, that's
Lionel Hutz.
Lionel Goodman. There
Lionel
we go.
Goodman, so yeah.
Phoenix wrong.
And then make your networking test to see how much it's going to cost you.
Alrighty, so. What was for networking again? So
It's just your base charisma skill derivative.
okay, so just
Whatever your charisma is.
just a 1 on that, plus 1. Okay. Yes, that'll succeed. A 7/2.
So it'll cost you 2 bounty.
Okay, that's good. No, why am I doing this on pilots? So. All right. Lionel Putz. And yes, I did say that incorrectly. I find that funny.
His name changes every time you call him.
So yeah, it's good you did that. The judge is like really scowling when he sees Pat Stone, indiscriminate gender, indiscriminate face, no picture, 25 years old, looks like they should be in junior high. Like, really like, and he goes, well, what are you here before? And she goes, I'm here to and try to chat through it. And then old Lionel gets on the line. She goes like, well, honey, you can't just do this for nothing. She goes, I'm here pursuant clause 12A in a contract with Airfire LLC for 253,000 cubic yards of natural gas. Like, she's just basically like rote reading. Yes, I bought this enormous amount of fuel. And I would like to dispute this lino and pursue it Highbury v. United States into, like, and he asks about, like, why do you not have ID? I am willing to submit to identification now. I do the trauma clause of the post-apocalyptic stress syndrome, and just rattling off all this junta legal theory that has existed in the last 5 years. And then the judge is like, I'm impressed. It's young girls like you that are going to make the free parking camps the future of this country.
I'm 25. Oh, that malnutrition hit you
Yeah,
hard.
and he basically goes on like a quasi, it would be racist if it wasn't so classist, just like, it's good to see the young ones pull themselves up by the bootstraps, doing deals with massive natural gas firms in the car camp. Bettering themselves. And he quickly rules, and the charges are reversed. So, good job.
Yay.
Did it.
I protected the next generation. I alone did that. I should get a will for a scene I'm not in.
All right, so...
I'm not getting those Ubix specs back.
I'll find you another pair. That's your least bet from me. So,
do you have Deceive, Smoke?
No.
Uh-oh.
I have coerced. I'm not talking to these assholes. I'm staying away.
All right, what's the leader of this crew?
The guys we're gonna kill? The Cadians. They used to play Warhammer. And they were...
God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Primarch comes over to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Smoke, how you doing?
Fine.
What do you offer you?
He has dirt on us.
It's got dirt on you.
Yeah.
All right, roll Deceive.
Yeah. Untrained. I make it. Untrained.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Damn. Must be some dirt. Take up a free pass home.
I just look really pissed and not happy with the situation, which I am.
That's not a lie.
Yeah.
All right. It takes the better part of the night and into the morning. She comes back into the camp. She's like, did I do good?
you did great.
Good job. Thank you for your specs. I appreciate it. It really helped.
I'm glad to help, kiddo.
Could I call the person my dad told me to call before I give him back?
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for it, kid. I'll spend another thing on it, sure. Alright. Who you calling, sweetie?
So yeah, she calls a relative, and they're going to come pick her up. It'll be a little bit, but you got to get out of there pretty soon because they had more engine trouble. God damn it! And they had to delay that shipment of fin stacking to another 12 hours. And yeah, but you got to leave them behind. Yeah.
Yo, kiddo, wait here. Your folks will be here soon, I guess. Good job. You did good.
All right. So she thanks you. You let her go. It's as safe as she's going to be in that area until someone gets to pick her up. But that's not for you to know, and you're on the boat back. Do you have glean, Smoke?
No.
All right. Do you want to roll that?
Sure. I can coerce people. Tell me what's going on.
What are you planning?
Swear to me.
Critical success.
That's defaulting. That's a critical failure.
Critical failure.
All right.
Amazing. Do you have a will?
No, I used it to not get ripped apart by zombies.
So yeah, he's pacing back and forth. He's like, "Should I call him? I should call him to make sure it's okay, right? I should. Yeah. Are they? They're not picking up. Is everything okay? Is everything okay? Okay. She's covered, right? She's going to be okay. Because like this won't work if she's not okay. Like I don't know. I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to give him another call. So yeah, you're getting a ring.
All right, just pick up. So, hello?
You're on the barge. Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Is Emily there? Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
She got over. She's good then, right?
We are complete.
Oh, thank God. So we just have to do this one thing. All right. Okay, that's cool. Roll self-control. Smoke. This is a bad one.
I made that. 10 over 5.
Just one detachment then.
Oh, shit.
All right, so he says, okay, we'll just do the other thing and then we'll be through. And then on the other end of the phone, you hear, BAM! Smoke, you fear a red mist as you turn around to see this conversation. As Primarch has just domed at while he was on the call. He puts another one in him and looks at you.
What the fuck? How are you going to get paid now?
He reaches down and pulls it out of the guy's pocket. That's how. And then we're going to go home. And we're not going to have anything else to do with this. Me and my 3 buddies are going to take our full fucking time on you while your little friends wait to get back.
I put a gun to my chest.
Hell
Look
yeah.
at him.
Hey, I don't want anybody to die.
Unlike
you.
Put the gun down.
I will. Once I'm very far
now
away.
I'm going to use coerce. Put the gun down. Let's talk. Let's be easy. Come on, man.
Okay.
Let's be cool.
I will kill myself and then everyone else.
One time
yeah.
that's available.
Look, you fucking psycho. I know he was going to give you our fucking cut. I don't want your cut. I ain't trying to cause any problems. We've all had nice competition before. Nobody's hurting anybody back at the enclave. We all stay clear. I just want to keep it that way, okay? He died out here in the lost with the little bitch. Fucking happens in the lost all the fucking time. You keep your story straight. I keep my story straight. We go our separate ways.
No, we're all going to stand here and we're all going to settle this like adults. We're going to wait for my friends. Because I'm not going to be out here alone.
You're going to be out here alone by yourself. That was silence. You'll be good.
I'm just trying to buy time. Like, how do I know? Like,
He's saying, do you want to start a fight now? They will get here eventually, but
Yeah.
you're going to have to survive on your own against 3.
I'm drawing out and
Yeah.
trying to keep them from basically.
What is the range on your anti-material rifle there?
Yeah.
I think it's really long, isn't it?
It's long range.
You're on a river.
Yeah.
That is going to be a precision shot. It is not the most stable
And
ground.
they might get a little bit concerned if we're shooting from boats.
So basically, I'm saying that success does that, but I'm asking, do you want to do that? So do you want to you want to keep it a fight and get
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Smoke doesn't give a fuck.
And they're like, he's gonna fucking those fucking Latents are crazy. He goes straight to their brain, Primarch. You know, like no, it's fucking bluffer. You know, and they're talking about it. You heard the gunshot, and you're getting into rage, and you see them on the river having this showdown as Smoke is holding himself hostage.
Oh my god.
So that rifle that I've got in my haul from the guys on the boat or on the bridge fight, can I put that thing together and use it in this fight?
Yeah, but like I say, any shooting is precision at this point because you are on a extremely rocky river.
Yeah, I would like to try.
Okay. You want to do the same, McStuffins?
What choice do
Wait,
we
there's
have?
2 rifles. You can take a shot too.
All right,
You
guys.
might as fucking well. Like,
What choice do we have? They're going to kill our Smoke.
Damn it. Just taking it.
Dude, I'm not dealing with him if he turns Vector. Let's kill the other guys before he shoots himself.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
enough
Primarch's
to-
talking to you like, how fucking psycho are you, man? You just gave up a spot in the land of milk and honey for whatever bounty this asshole was carrying in his back pocket.
He is crazy enough to do it. You know it. I know it.
We could just walk away. We could all be fine here. We could all be fine and made whole.
We can all walk away. Who gives a fuck?
All right, roll self-control. You are making a psychopathic decision.
Yeah.
He-
A critical success. You're all this for the week.
Oh.
yeah, you're good.
All right, can I get a will? for
Yeah,
that?
yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would like to shoot.
All right.
What's the point of grinding away?
I suggest all of you roll at once, because you're not going to get a second shot at this.
All right. I'm gonna,
Precision is it just...
No.
You can spend one, and that's
Yeah.
it. Everything else is on your skill.
Sweet.
I'm going to aim at the one on the left.
I'm gonna aim at the one right in front of Ross, because he is the gun on Ross.
You are the better shot.
I get on the one on the right, so...
Maybe you seal Team 6 this and get them all.
I have a success. Can I use my will to make that a critical success?
You can?
So, I went to the market, but I'm going to flip it on my will. So,
What do you have?
3. So, and I've just been refilling that one.
Jesus.
So, yeah.
All right.
I can't spend 2 will to flip it and then crit it, right?
No, you can't.
That's not so. There's no change in that.
And you made it as well?
10 over 4.
All right, we'll end it there. He's having a heartfelt, come on, man, we could all be good. And you shoot all of them.
God.
All right,
not
yeah.
feel good
I just
about
see
this.
all 3 of them just go down with one shot. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I just...
You feel the wind hissing by your head, too.
I just look...
Yeah, you're still holding a gun on your own heart. And you felt your finger twitch and you heard this.
Wave. Just wave.
I am smart enough to get my axe and decapitate each of them to make sure they don't get up. And then, like...
Oh, the valet says, get the fuck off my boat. Like, you just made an extremely loud sound and they're in the loss. Like, he kicks you off before he lands. Like, you're waiting.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
swim
he is
so-
like full reverse.
That's
Like,
fair. That's fair.
I'll make my one scavenge check since I have to wait for them to get here. I make that, so I scavenge some shit.
yeah, what was your black on that?
Black was 8.
All
Or
right.
no, sorry.
All right, so he had 33 bounty as well for them, plus 9 that you found that they were carrying. And that'll be your total as you go sprinting away before the casualties arrive after
Hell yeah.
murdering a father and the people he tried to have kill for his own scheme.
Yep.
But you helped a girl get a spot in a refugee camp. So,
Yep. And we saved our enclave.
yeah, you saved the Enclave's economy.
I
So.
swear to God, Smoke. This is Rala all over again.
Look, either I go big or I go home. That's it.
All right.
There's no fucking middle ground. I'm a fucking Latent. There's no fucking middle ground for me.
So that's 75 mounting plus 2 rifles and 3 haul worth of electronics.
Damn.
Pretty good run from the shitty pay.
Nice.
So that was other charges as applied. Questions, comments,
A
reactions.
really good job. I should definitely keep that.
Yeah,
That was so
that
fun.
should be in the new version of it too, just for especially hard
It's like
choices.
18
So.
and some change for each of us before resell.
That's a pretty good payday.
It's a really good payday.
Yeah,
Except for control. It's like 2 bounty.
that's true. So.
Well, the rifles are. It depends on whatever you roll. And
Yeah,
such.
it just depends. Yeah,
Also,
but-
the dog that I did not use.
Yeah. all right, yeah. So other thoughts about the rules. We didn't do extra blight combat, but I think it basically is the same.
Yeah.
It's just-
I think the boost and the is really good, and it was a really good call to make the chest less tanky. So yeah, I think characters are really feel because like the chest thing also ties into boost because not like every action matters so much.
And I think that makes people who are wanting to get any kind of like chest armor at this point
Oh, yeah,
far more.
bulletproof
It makes
vest.
it far
Oh,
more
yeah.
valuable
Yeah.
this time around. So
Yeah.
But it's also like you could only die like 'cause you could lose an arm or a leg, but you'd still be fine. But it'd like bleed over into your chest, whatever. And it's like that wasn't as critical as like losing an arm would be. But if you've only got 10 in your chest, that makes it like oh shit. Especially if you've already been hit once.
Especially for the
like,
heavy weapons like yours because
Yeah.
they do kill and stun.
Yeah.
It can really.
it can hard kill people very quickly, and like it's same with like enemies. It does the same. Like it does make the like negatives of having the heavy weapon worth it. Kind of. It's like okay, you can't silence this, but
the heavy melee.
hey, it's probably going to kill the guy that
Yeah.
has more than 10 hitboxes. Like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't do like advanced like everyone was basically mooks. Basically, I didn't do the advanced like. They take more than one hit to go down. They didn't do the hit location for management or anything like that. So I imagine that would make things even harder.
Oh my god, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Those that you could actually do a boss fight now. Right?
Yeah.
That's like an enemy taker management level who has a helmet and a bulletproof vest. Jesus,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
going to be really nasty.
But also, like, I think in the Lost you wouldn't try to fight that guy.
Well, I mean that's the thing. If
Yeah.
he's ambushed us or like that's like the end of the job is to kill this one guy. We had to go get Colonel Kurtz and his merry band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make cheating and not fighting as exciting as fighting.
Yeah.
Because I want
Fighting
you
is really fucking dangerous.
because I want you to know the stakes of fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, all of those combat roles were scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, no,
Even that last fight, because, oh my god, that one...
that we just had, luckily that we had preserved, through luck or just enough resources to make sure that didn't go
I was
down
like,
badly,
I'm just gonna play this like a stolen car. I'm just fuck it. Smoke don't give a fuck.
And I did feel incentivized more to take the risks to try to get that's like Will back in this time, even though...
Oh yeah, we're all like, we gotta get Will back, man.
Yeah.
We really need to fucking Will.
So I think that does a better job of at least promoting better story, better gameplay and the story development through it, so...
Yeah, I think it's one of the things is like, I can see people creating characters where they don't realize how important Will is and like doing something that's harder to get back. Like, I was like, blood for the blood god, like, the blood has to happen. Like, that was a really easy one for like, well, I'm gonna make fights happen now. It definitely wasn't a good thing for the team, and if this was a campaign, you'd all fucking hate me. But it was a one-shot, so it's like, I could just throw myself into the shitty situations constantly.
I mean, yeah, I was doing the same thing. Like, I'll just take her hostage. Fine.
Yeah, it is one of the... Will is more important, but are people gonna...
Well, you can't have too much at any one time, so you have to keep cycling through it.
Yeah.
And also the potential...
I've also thought about like maybe capping will at 1 and giving people more potential points. So like everyone has 1 will, but man, once you use it,
Yeah.
you should really be trying to get it back. But it might be too much. Yeah.
I think a bust roll, maybe 2. But
I feel like, people who are trying to game the system make characters with like 3 will. That
I mean,
is,
I think
if that's
every
the
single
way they
potential
want to play, that's the way they're going to play, and there's nothing you can stop that.
I mean,
from happening.
every single potential is super important.
Yeah.
Because like...
Because they now all have derived skills.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And I think probably, I guess the
Also,
good
I do
balance on
love
that
the
would be-
derived skills, because almost all of the derived skills are things that were super important in first edition.
Yeah.
And some of them were overlooked, because I can't tell you how many games I ran where somebody would not have self-control at all.
Yeah.
And that is like the most often rolled skill in the game.
Yeah.
And at least something with that if they're going to kind of bring back where, the will could be potentially abused, balancing that out with obvious humanity's damage for, being the psychopath kind of blazing through.
And also, if I feel like Will's bad, I can just like, no, you cannot shoot another person for Will. You can always adjudate that on the table. Yeah.
But like the guiding thing of like, how is this making it harder for your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, a good principle. Faithfully nice. Yeah, no, I think this did it.
Yeah, I feel like I can maybe beta this. Where I didn't when we finished. I loved Sunrise. It was a very fun campaign, but I didn't feel ready to.
No,
I feel like I would put out the combat, and people would be like,
you just have to think about it and just
Yeah.
maybe this, and then just try it.
yeah.
Because a lot of my games I play is just like, what about this? No, just thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've tried like 3 combat systems since Sunrise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Cool, thank you. That helped a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. I had fun. It was good playing with OG RM nerds.
It's fun. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.